Uh,
Uh, considering I'm the
well,
only one doing it, so
that sucks.
Yeah,
yeah. So
that's.
I don't.
I don't even know if I have work tomorrow.
Well, all right. You want to talk about something stupid? Okay. Everybody knows my girlfriend's a teacher, right? So she's teaching from home remotely, right? They
Yeah.
have a half a fucking day tomorrow because of the fucking snow.
Ah! It's remotely.
Thank you.
You can have a full day.
Yeah.
It's remote teaching. Basically, you get up, you get your coffee, you go on Zoom.
Oh, trust me. I was talking to my with my nieces, my niece and nephews. I literally said, I go, you know what the one good thing about virtual learning is from here on out? No more snow days, which means you get out early. You start your summer break early.
Yeah.
Not in the case of certain schools in Jersey. It's a half a day because I know that travel from your bed to your chair is a long distance one. So
Hey, 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 hey! You might trip getting your coffee.
Why is there screensavers on the screen? Just went off.
Just went off. Lovely.
Damn.
uh, uh,
Yeah, just finishing up my game. I'm excited to see Ripley versus Storm.
so the Mets got one of your guys recently,
Oh yeah, they got
Jared Eichhoff.
oh, I cough. All right, yeah.
Well, we'll
And
discuss that during the show. So, but yeah.
yeah, and we actually have a GM,
Well,
like
like
a
I said,
real
save
GM,
it
not
for when we
Ned.
start. Save it. So let's just jump right in, Ronnie.
All right. Just well, hold on. I'm still getting myself somewhat situated. I'm laying everything out. I'm still posing shit. D needed help with the rope, the fire stick.
Uh,
Because apparently it went to screensaver on it for no fucking reason.
oh, there's never not a reason.
Well, it was actually live. It was on NXT, and then poof.
Ooh.
Yeah, poof.
I'm not watching that. I got Big Bang Theory on in the background. I just because I watch NXT, I like to watch it by myself. You know, like so I can watch it, and give it my full attention.
Alright. Alright.
All right, yeah, I turned the game off. I finished it. Beat the hell out of the Saints. Like, I'm doing franchise, so I'm only playing offense to make it go faster.
Yeah.
90-27.
On what
What is it?
difficulty?
Who are they playing? The Jets?
No, the Saints.
On what
Well, when I
difficulty?
first-
And did you do a fucking fantasy draft?
No,
No.
I don't do a fantasy draft. No,
That shit's funny as hell sometimes to do the fantasy drafts.
I got what is it? I started off because because they said they changed a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So I started off on rookie,
Oh, okay.
and then I moved to the next one. Well, because I know all Madden is cheap as shit.
Sometimes, yes.
Oh, all Madden's always cheap as shit. It's like you go in the gun and you get like not even like 2 seconds to throw the ball. Like they insta sack your ass fast as shit. Like you could have like the greatest line. Like I remember I played all Madden, right?
Yeah.
And it was a rookie against Jason Kelsey. Kelsey got beat by this rookie like he was a rookie.
Like a turnstile?
Dude, a turnstile would be putting it nicely. I got insta-sacked like insane, and it was against the computer. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? Like All Pro and the other one,
All Madden.
they tend to play more realistic. It's like All Madden's like, fuck you. It's like, we're amazing and you suck. And, everything cheap. It's like when you play Mortal Kombat on the hardest difficulty level and it's ridiculously fucking cheap.
Yeah, so it's like the old school arcade where everything is. Yeah, we just want your money.
Yeah, it's like, here you go, we're gonna whoop the shit out of you right now.
Oh, botch! Oh, major
What
botch.
the fuck was that, Leon?
Did you just see that? Did you see that botch? That was a major botch. I think he's hurt.
He fucked his knee up.
Or it could be his ankle, but that was a botch and a half.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah,
my.
he went up to dive.
And he fell.
He slipped. He's like, whoop.
Oh, so he pulled a Sin Cara.
Oh,
Did he
no,
get
we
no
didn't
run?
pull a Sin Cara.
No, this was a bad botch.
By the way,
That was-
he's apparently
Alright,
the next.
If he hurt himself, why is he still Does he have a tag team partner?
Yeah, it's
Nakash. It's
Fucking Kushida?
yeah, Kushida, yeah.
All right, they should put Kushida in the ring like right now, because Ruff is probably hurt like crazy from that.
well.
Did you see it, Ronnie, or no?
I saw the tail end. Why the fuck did he grab him?
I don't know.
If Ruff is hurt, then Austin Theory should not even touch him. Well, he's not hurt.
Well, the funny thing is, like, here's the funny thing. It's like ever since I started listening to like Cornette's views from it,
Yeah.
I start seeing what he's seeing, what he's talking about,
Yeah.
and he's gonna be like, why did Same Face fucking pick up Ruff when he's hurt? He's hurt. You go right to Kushida.
You know, one thing I'll say
because,
about
because Austin Theory's a fucking moron. We know this.
But you know what? I'll say one thing about Cornette. You know, everybody bitches and complains about him, but some things he's right on the button on.
I love Jim. I don't care what
so do
anyone
I.
else says. I love
You know
Jim.
the shit, like how the thing is, like, I mean, he makes me sort of, how can I put it?
He gets himself in trouble.
My view on AEW a lot.
He gets himself in trouble with his mouth because he's uncensored.
Like, I watched Impact yesterday, you know, because, let me see what the Omega thing is. Barf.
I mean, it's Omega teaming back up with the Good Brothers. They're literally making the Bullet Club for the Indies.
But it's not really the Bullet Club.
Omega and
That's the Elite.
the Elite. Well, no, it's Omega, not with the Bucks. I'm saying TNA. He's got Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah, now he's with that. But the thing is, like, all right, as long as Callis does the promo, it's good. As soon as Omega opens his mouth, I'm just I do not believe in you as a heel at all.
I agree with that. Yeah, he needs a mouthpiece. I fully agree with that.
Is Hangman Page part of the Dork Order now?
I don't fucking know, dude. I haven't watched any AEW. In all honesty, I have not watched.
All right, why is the Dork Order still a thing? Because Brody Lee's hurt for what, a year?
What did he do?
When did he get hurt?
I don't know. Brody Lee's been off TV for about a good couple of months. I mean, I don't watch AEW. I just don't know. I've heard that Brody's just not on TV right now. And the thing is, like, they could do so much with the Impact and AEW thing, but to just do Omega and, like, the Good Brothers, it's like, really? That's all you're going to do?
Well, I mean, let it burn, because the way they've actually been teasing the stuff with him going to with him going to Mexico, has actually been somewhat decent. It's just he cannot open his fucking mouth.
Yeah, it just says shortly after the match with Cody Rhodes, he took some time off to deal with an undisclosed injury.
All right. And then you have Jade versus Brandy, and that's what you're going to use Shaq for? Fucking Jade and Brandy fucking Rhodes? Are you fucking high?
Apparently.
Yeah, I mean, guess so.
And then Tony Khan's trying to play like the heel, like money guy, like he did on Impact. Like, oh yeah, da 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 da.
Dude, oh my god, the
I'm like,
promos,
really?
those two cut on Impact, some of the funniest shit in the world. I'm sorry, made me laugh hysterically. Fucking Tony Schiavone jumping on and literally going, well, it must be great being on public access TV. So after Impact's over, it's your Senate Council. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
And they're funny because they're so bad.
Oh, yeah, but I'm just like, I love Tony Khan. He goes, didn't you used to work for TNA, Tony? He goes, yeah, for a day that I quit the business for 18 years. I'm like, Jesus. I'm like, yeah, okay, honesty. Shit.
Well, I guess Ruff is out of the match. He's on the ring apron. He ain't standing up right away.
I wouldn't be standing up too. He fucked up his ankle. Or he broke his shin.
Or he could have fractured something too.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't look like he was like, ow, I'm faking a leg injury.
Like, ow, my leg.
Yeah, he was like, ow, my leg for real.
Yeah, legit. Fuck.
God damn.
Well, the way he's jumping around, I don't know if he's really hurt. He's jumping around pretty good. Unless it's just adrenaline.
Could be.
We'll
Dude, I have found one of the lowest over-unders ever, and I don't even know if I would take the over in that game. Army Air Force. The over-under's 37.
All right, quick fight news.
Yeah. All right, hold on, Chris. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Nerd Zone on the Nerd Report Network. On today's episode, fights, baseball, craziness in the college football playoffs, as well as a legend has been surpassed. In what sport? Find out. Stay tuned. You'll know. No music. Chris, you have fight news. Let's get going.
Also other stuff too. Some hypotheticals.
Well, I said, the craziness of college football. Nerd Zone, ladies and gentlemen.
Not only college football. I'm talking NFL too. Right?
Okay, yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Nerd Zone, episode 194. I am your host, Evan Ronnie, and with me, as always,
it is I, Trips, and if Jake Paul wants to give Conor McGregor $50 million to beat the shit out of him, please, Conor, take that money and beat the hell out of that boy.
Did you hear that Mayweather said he would do it for free?
Did you hear what Dana White said?
Yeah,
Dana White's like, he made a joke. It's like, I'll have Nunes knock him out.
Dude, no, but then Nick Diaz goes, hold your roll, Mayweather. I'll do it for free.
Yes. Yes. But it is I, and also our co-host.
Yes, I am here too. Apparently, I was forgotten again.
Oh, you're not? Okay, forgotten son.
Yeah. I'm the new gunner here.
Here's the thing. You don't do racial epithets when you open your mouth.
This is true. I will give you that. I'm gunner without the racial epithets.
He could actually be our heavy metal Jesus. He can shout at us all in Italian.
I don't know about shouting at you in Italian, but I look like a heavy metal.
Bibbidi bobbidi.
No, I'm not. It's a thing like, okay, we just saw Johnny's ass. Apparently, same face has the same face on his ass.
Oh, so he's a Matt Stryker.
The thing is, I like Johnny Gargano, but
I love Johnny.
Like Jim Cornette calls him Johnny Same Face. I get it because he has that same like shocked face all the time when he wrestles.
Yeah.
But I am the zombie master, and yes, we're in the snow, first snow of the year, and people already forgot. People already decided to lose their minds over it, but that's beside the point.
Fuck your milk and eggs. Give me beer and vodka.
I swear to God, people hear the word snow, all of a sudden they lose their fucking mind.
All right, that finish that Austin Theory does, damn, that is nasty.
Oh, what's he call that? I think he actually calls it like the quantum theory.
That shit was woo.
Oh, don't show that botch again, please. Oh, because they're
gonna.
No, that's not it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was the cutter.
So, tomorrow when I watch Russell talk, they'll say, Leon Roy got an injury. Had nothing to do with Baron Corbin. The mid-card vortex.
The mid-card vortex. Ah! Yeah.
All right. So Chris, what was the fight news?
That was the fight news. Jake Paul said he kept trying to call Conor McGregor out, and he said he will put up $50 million cash to fight Conor McGregor. He says, "Come on, you pussy," yada yada yada.
So
Dana White comes and says, he goes, "I'll have Nunes knock him out," like joking. But $50 million cash, I think Conor McGregor will actually beat up Jake Paul for $50 million.
In a boxing match, dude, it's like you're calling out someone. First off, you beat Nate Robinson last time. Okay, he hasn't been a quote unquote athlete since fucking Linsanity.
Oh God.
So what do you think you're actually gonna do to a guy who, you know, actually trains to fight for
Rhea
a living?
Ripley and Tony Storm are gonna fight? Wow, that's gonna be a good match.
I'd put money on Rhea Ripley over fucking
over
Jake Paul. Over Jake Paul.
Oh, Rhea Ripley over Jake Paul, yeah.
Dude, I
put Leon Ruff over Jake Paul.
Damn.
God damn.
But yeah, so we got a little baseball news.
The Mets have a GM, we have a catcher, and we've stolen somebody from the Phillies.
Of no importance.
Of no importance. So what should we expect from this guy, Chris, since you're a Philly fan?
Do you know anything about, what's the kid's name?
Jared Eichhoff.
Do you know anything about this kid?
Jared Eichhoff, he's a pitcher. There
I know
you go.
But that's it. Because that's who the Mets got. I know nothing about him, so.
But we have a GM in place now, so this guy worked under Theo Epstein, so this guy's got amazing credentials. So let's just see if he can get the deal done for Springer, if he can get the deal done for Trevor, if he can bring in another guy or two, then we're going to be good, because catching we got a catcher locked up for 4 straight years now.
And Christian's going to be mad at that.
Why? Because he wanted him on the Yankees?
Yep.
Well, he can have JT now.
He's going to stay at Philly. JT's going to stay at Philly.
Well, who knows?
No, we actually have a real GM now.
Yeah,
right, so
but they're not going to.
For the Mets.
He's not getting, like I said it from the start. He's not getting $20 million a year. Not now. If anything, they're going to give him like a 3-year deal. They can give him 5 years. They might give him 5 years for 20, but then an opt out after 3. But they're not going to give him 10 for 20.
No. We have. All right. We have a GM that actually is prioritizing signing JT.
Right. But do you honestly think they are going to sign him?
Dombrowski.
I'm asking you a question.
That's our head of baseball operations now, Dave Dombrowski.
I understand that.
And you know what? I gotta say but that signing or whatever you want to call it, I gotta give you credit. That's a hell of a guy to have in charge.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you credit for that.
Yeah, Dombrowski just doesn't field teams. He fields World Series class teams. So
that's another reason. Go ahead.
On the first, one of his first days, he sat down with Harper, and Harper wants Realmuto. He's like, we're going to try to get him. I don't know if they can get him long term right now. They'll probably get him for like 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
And give him another deal on top of that once everything once people and fans come back and the Phillies are making money over fist again.
I think that's the thing. The next year, maybe 2 years, people have to understand you're going to see a lot of backloaded contracts. In all honesty, you're going to see a lot of backloaded contracts.
Oh yeah, but they want Real Muto. They're looking for anything. Dombrowski is prioritizing getting him. Also, they're prioritizing re-signing Real Muto. They're also prioritizing actually a good farming system again. Because God knows anything we had we let go, which was so dumb.
Sounds like the Mets.
And I think he also wants to re-sign Didi.
Well, here's the one thing you just said something about AEW. So, well, you can forget about Brandy Rhodes. She's knocked up now too.
Oh, she's pregnant.
They just announced it. Yeah, she's pregnant.
So she can't go against Jade Stargill or who the fuck it is.
Yeah, it's just like, what is it with this year in wrestling, man? All the lady wrestlers are getting knocked up.
COVID.
2020.
2020 and COVID, dude.
Yeah, because I mean, friggin' Becky, Renee, now Brandy.
Well, Renee at least didn't wait until she was out of the business before getting pregnant.
Well, the thing is, Renee can be pregnant and still do what she wants.
And still work. Yeah,
podcast.
And still work. I mean, shit.
Yeah, Renee Paquette.
Didn't Lillian work for like the entire 9 months while she was like pregnant?
Lillian who?
Garcia.
I guess. I don't know.
I swear to God, I remember. It was sometime during like the Attitude Era when she was still working there. I think she worked like all the way through her pregnancy.
But whatever it is, no, sorry to cut you off, but they just announced. I figured that would be interesting, but no, I was actually impressed with the Phillies getting Dombrowski. I mean, you got to figure somebody with that pedigree, any team would give their eye teeth to have a guy like that with that pedigree. That's why I'm happy about Jared Porter being the Mets GM, because I mean, he's got 4 rings already.
Well,
the guy knows how to win.
That's why you see so many people trying to go after like Theo Epstein.
But you know what? Theo Epstein said one thing. He needs to take time off. He's
burnt out. He's burnt out. He's taking a year off, and then they're gonna try to. Then they might kick the can at that.
Yeah, but I'll look at it this way. It's like, would I love to see him come to the Mets as the president, or as the baseball operations guy? Yeah, but will it happen? Probably not.
No, I mean they look like they're moving ahead without him. So.
But regardless, that was really it for the baseball news that I had. There wasn't really much going on. I mean, the Mets made a few minor league signings, but that was nothing. Nobody else did anything of value right now.
Yeah, I didn't really see much. Baseball, I know they're not. Is it baseball or basketball?
Where the fuck is Tyler Russ?
This new guy, I guess. He looks dumb. I'm sorry.
Tyler Rust. He looks like Mason Ryan if he lost about 400 pounds of muscle. He's got the same hairdo.
Jesus.
All right. He has a body, but then he has that face of the one guy from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, God. I know who you're talking.
Mario, hell of the game.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Kyle Mooney.
Yeah.
And here comes the Terminator to the ring.
So this means Timothy Thatcher sits in a chair in about 2 minutes.
Yep.
Or something like that.
Well, all I know is Dexter Loomis is on one of the platforms, and he's on the Zoom camera, and he's in the Thunderdome, but yet he's there physically.
Oh, I thought he was drawing something. I don't know what.
No, he's not. He's in the Thunderdome. I'm like, what the frig is he doing?
So,
all right.
So you want to hear? So I found some other baseball news that's funny.
What's up?
Manny Ramirez is still playing baseball.
For who? The California Penal League?
No, he's playing in Australia. I mean, hey, he's still playing. He's 48 years old and still playing. Good for him.
Yeah, but is he any good though? That's the problem.
I have not. I don't. As much as I follow sports, I don't follow the Australian Baseball League. But yet I'll follow the KBO, figure that shit out.
Yeah, go fit. I was just about to say that. You follow the KBO, but you don't follow anything else.
Buster Posey's going to be the main catcher for the Giants next year, so good for them.
Well, he's never going to lead the fucking Giants. You kidding me?
He needs to retire. One more good shoulder shot, and he's fucking done. One more concussion, and he's out. He's going to never fucking play again if he gets another concussion.
Oh, well, you know what? He's what, like 36, 37 years old now, I think?
Yeah, he's up there in age.
Let me see. I'll pull him up. Hold on. Buster Posey.
All right. What was the
33.
somber
He's only 33. He's only 33.
I don't know. John, what was the somber news?
What? What somber news?
You said there was somber news.
I didn't say anything about somber news.
I thought you said somebody died or something.
Well, yeah, that was, we said it on Monday, Zeus.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like a baseball player died or something.
Well, we really didn't discuss it on Monday. If you want to quickly go over it, with him.
I thought we did. I was like, pour one out for Debo.
Yeah,
that's right. You did.
Yeah. So that's really it for baseball. So basketball history was made last night. I don't know if anyone saw that. Tara Vanderveer. Passed Pat Summitt for most wins in NCAA women history as a head coach. 1,099 wins. Dude, I thought that was like one of those I thought was gonna be like, oh, that's gonna be hard to break. She's still going strong. And that's an accomplishment on their own for how long. And she did it with Stanford, most of it with Stanford, like how Pat Summitt did it, most of it with Tennessee.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, in basketball, I heard that the rumor was, that Harden did want to come to Philly, but what the Rockets were asking was ridiculous.
Was Jimmy Butler and 2 first-rounders.
Jimmy Butler? What?
Or not Jimmy Butler. Oh, fuck.
No, it was Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons. Sorry, Ben Simmons and 2 first-rounders.
At first, it was Ben Simmons, Matisse Thybulle, and 3 first-rounders.
Yeah, go.
Then it was Ben Simmons, 3 first-rounders. The Sixers said no. Then it was Ben Simmons, 2 first-rounders.
That is like the most. That, if anything, might be the most reasonable. That you can. No, wait. Let me finish. I'm saying that if you had to give up like your future, that's the most reasonable. That I could see them being like, that's the most they will take. That's not what they should take, but that's the most they should. Like if they had no other choice and that was the last one, that'd be it.
Well, the thing is, Doc really likes Ben.
Yeah.
Doc really likes Ben, and Doc is like, oh, hell no, with those 3 draft picks. Like, no, and even 2 draft picks. He's like, no.
Dude, you know who I'm honestly afraid of? I'm honestly afraid the Knicks are going to fucking get him, and they're going to...
Well, the thing is, how many years does Harden really have left?
He probably has 3. How many more years does he have on this contract?
That doesn't matter.
No,
if he gets hurt, he gets hurt.
I'm saying, how many years does he have left on this contract? Off the top of your head, do you think?
I have no idea. We'll find out.
Because I would say you trade him honestly for the rest of this contract. So if you're saying, or you trade him for 1 year less than what he's on this contract. So if he has 3 years left, 2 years, 2 first rounders and a pick. If he has 2 years, 1 first rounder. Because what are you really getting out of it? Because you're gambling your future on a guy that's a fucking ball hog.
Yeah, that's all he is.
And the main reason that, dude, did you hear the shit about what happened with Russell Westbrook? That
He's appalled at the culture. Yeah.
Yeah, that James Harden is the reason that CP3 left. He's the reason Harden didn't want to be, not Harden. He's the reason that Westbrook didn't want to be there anymore. He's the reason the coach got fired. It's like, dude, you need to check yourself.
He is an unrestricted free agent in 2023.
So he's got 2 more years. Well, 2021, so 3 more, 2023, so he would have 2 more seasons, 2 more years under his recent contract.
Yeah, he's 31 years old right now. So basically you're looking at like, all right, 34, whatever. And the thing is, all he can do is shoot. And I guess he has handles, but he can't play defense to save his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, do you really? And the thing is, you bring him in to Philly, like basically say bye-bye Ben and a couple draft picks. What if he doesn't get along with Joel?
Which is a definite possibility. Oh, fuck Embiid. I mean, Embiid's the guy, but fuck that. What if he can't get along with Doc?
He can't get along with Doc. All of a sudden, then you have a guy like basically, poisoning the whole damn locker room, fucking up, Thibault and Max and Massey and all them. Like, no. Doc likes Ben. Ben doesn't need to shoot a 3. Doc's got a bunch of 3 shooters around him.
And you're gambling your future over what? That's the big thing.
Yeah, we have our 10 right now, and Maxey is not even part of the 10 yet. I mean, right now it's Korkmaz. I mean, Maxey's going to take Korkmaz's spot. Come on. Shake is playing good ball. Like, Shake Milton's actually being better than we thought. I mean, then you got Ben and Joel, who get along great. I mean, why do you want to, like, let Harden toil in Houston?
Hey, you know where you know where he should go? How about a trade for the Nets? Give him to the fucking Nets, take Kyrie, and ship him out there. See how he gets along with KD, where KD's the man.
Or
he probably won't like that. Because guess what? I'm sorry. As much as everyone's like, oh, well, Jason Kidd this, I go, Jason Kidd don't put up with no shit.
Watch the Knicks try to get him.
Or not Nick, sorry. Nash doesn't put up with no shit. Here's the thing. Now, this is what I'm afraid of. Who the fuck are you giving up? I mean, granted, you have a shitload of picks for 2023. But the whole point of your rebuild is for 2023. Because that's, like I said, that is when high schoolers are going to be eligible for the draft again, as of right now. Because that's when they're really implementing the, like the G League thing with college. Like, the kids don't have to go to college, but they have to spend a year in the G League.
See, I don't care where Harden goes, just don't go to Philly.
Don't go to New York. Listen, everyone's like, oh, you should go to Brooklyn. I go, dude, Brooklyn, please, go to Brooklyn. Because you are literally gambling for a fucking title to then destroy your fucking franchise in 3 years. Because
yeah, he's a ball hog. That's all he is. He's a ball hog. He's not a team player at all.
But the thing is, though, is you give up, say you trade Kyrie and that, and you have to give up 3 first-rounders. Let's just say this would be the Nets pick. It would be 3 first-rounders and Kyrie Irving. Okay. Then what? You have no other picks for like 4 fucking years because you had to give up other shit to get everybody else around them. And it's not even going to be Kyrie. It's not going to be one. So you would have to give up probably another player. Probably a, what the fuck's his name? The shooter. Not Howard. Joe. Oh, why am I fucking spacing on his
Joe
name?
Howard?
No, it's not Howard. Hold on. I'm gonna find the goddamn. He's the guy with the beard. They call him the fucking lumberjack. Joe Harris.
Oh, Joe Harris?
You would have to give up a Kyrie and Joe Harris and 3 first-round draft picks, I bet you, for that. For Harden. And that's way too much.
Yeah. I mean, Houston's trying to fleece the shit out of him, and it's like, no.
Well, the one thing is, everyone's like, oh, well, Harden's got the last thing. Yeah, the last time I checked, you don't have any real leverage under your contract. You still have 3 years.
He's gonna cause a fuss and basically say trade me.
Okay, guess what? So did Anthony Davis. What did the Pelicans do to Davis? Sit the fuck down.
Yeah, but the thing is, Harden is not Anthony Davis.
Actually, I think Anthony Davis is better.
No, I'm saying Harden has a lot more pull.
Oh, right, yeah.
Harden has a lot more pull. I mean, I can't believe that basically he got Russell Westbrook out of there.
He got his coach out of there.
Yeah. And now he wants to go. It's like, wait, you got these guys out, now you want to go? What the hell?
Oh, at that note, I think he just wanted to blow up. He just wanted to blow up. Like the coach said, yeah, fuck this. We just should start from the beginning because without Harden, what are we really gonna do? An 8 seed in the fucking West?
It's ridiculous because think about it. Oklahoma City had Harden, had KD, and had Westbrook.
Yeah.
All on the same team. And they couldn't win.
Because as much as everyone says it doesn't matter, when it comes to the playoffs, defense actually matters.
Well, first, KD left. And everybody was like, oh, well, Westbrook is a ball hog, yada, 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 yada. Then it's supposed to be, Westbrook's a ball hog. Then, Harden leaves. Then Westbrook has Paul George. And for a while, they looked like they were going to do something. And that went down.
Boy, how fast that fucking change.
Yeah, because Paul George, all of a sudden Westbrook found out that Paul George is streaky as shit. Which Paul George is streaky as shit.
Yeah.
Paul George has a better mouth game than a basketball game.
Yep. He's Draymond with a worse jumper.
He's not even.
So in other words,
Draymond.
he's the Don Callis to his Kenny Omega.
Yes. Yeah. Ding.
Yeah.
Ding. 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 There you go. That's exactly what it is.
Like he's not even Draymond, because Draymond is a team player. He's not even because Draymond's a team player. He has a free throw. Draymond can play defense. Like, the funny thing is that everybody bitches about Draymond Green. It's like, Draymond actually is a really damn good team player.
Yeah, but I'm saying Draymond's got a mouth, but he can actually play defense. He just has a little worse. He just has a little worse of a jumper. So it's like, so you're saying that he's Draymond with a worse jumper than Draymond, and that's saying Draymond doesn't have that good of a jumper.
Paul George isn't even Draymond. Paul George can't play defense.
But I'm saying that's what I mean.
Draymond plays defense. I mean, yes, Draymond's outspoken, but his teammates don't really go, "Oh, shut him up."
Yeah.
Draymond's problem is with officials.
Yeah, well, you know who's not going to have any more problems? Giannis.
Giannis signed a 5-year extension.
Giannis got paid.
Yep, and now it's on the Milwaukee Bucks brass to put talent around him in Milwaukee.
Giannis got John, listen to this extension. Giannis got a 5-year, $246 million extension.
So he got an A-Rod contract.
Oh, sorry, 228. The supermax for him was $228 million. Here's the difference, though. It's only for 5 years. It's not like A-Rod where they're getting 30 years or 16-year contracts. These are for 5-year contracts. So they're
that's just fucking retarded. I'm sorry, that's just fucking retarded. I can't say it any better than that. It's just fucking retarded.
No, the thing is, Giannis is worth every penny of that.
But they made it to the point where your cap only can fit at most 2 max players. So it actually gives more levity in the NBA because it gives the guys that want if you want that max contract, you got to go to a team. Oh, well, this team, you want to play with this guy. All right, take less money. Oh, well, I want to get paid. All right, too bad. Go to the next team that's willing to pay you. Am I wrong?
Well, the thing is, you don't need... When teams get, 3-4 guys in the max contracts, it doesn't work.
No, because it's...
Because then you have too many cooks in the kitchen.
Exactly. Yep, you are right about that.
You have too many cooks in the kitchen. I mean, a guy can have a max, all right, how the Sixers have it, they have... Embiid has a max. I'm pretty sure Simmons has a max. And then Harris just signed a max, but Harris's max is nowhere near as ridiculous.
You had, at one point, you had 4 max contracts on your team.
We were about to have Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler, because you were supposed to have Jimmy Butler, then you had Embiid, you had Simmons, then Embiid, then Harris, and then Butler was supposed to be this year, but you let him go.
Yeah, well, it was Butler or Harris, and they took Harris because the reason why they took Harris is because what they had to give up to get him.
Right. But
and the thing is, Doc, and now you put Doc, where Harris played the best ball he ever played, under Doc Rivers, in L.A.
Yeah.
That's a great thing, because Tobias Harris now is going to be back to where he was in L.A., which thank God. So you don't need, after that, then you just have guys, but not super max.
See, what's funny?
Can have max, but not super max.
See, what's funny is that you see all these guys getting these super max deals or the max deals, and everyone's like, oh, well, why does it work? Well, people have brought up, oh, well, Jordan got paid this much. I go, Jordan also went for 1 year so he can keep the team around him so he can make himself great.
Oh, Jordan had 1-year contracts for 5-6 years?
Yeah, for his entire tournament run, when he came back after baseball, they were all 1-year deals, and they were $30 million contracts.
Yeah, it was so they could do everything else around him. So Giannis gets paid.
It also didn't hurt that Scottie Pippen took the lowest contract you will ever fucking see.
Oh God.
And he refused to fucking rework it, so it helped there. But guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what? He went to Houston and got paid and did shit. I remember that. Hey, Christian, what's up?
What's happening?
Hey, what up?
What's going on?
Yeah,
we were talking about Giannis got that crazy money.
I don't think he's gonna stay.
He already signed, so unless he gets traded.
Well, I don't know if you guys mentioned this or if you read it, but he has a opt-out clause after the 4th year.
All right, so he's got the college out. He's got 4 years and an opt out.
Yeah, because see, here's my thing. Not many big names are gonna want to go to Milwaukee. Let's just call it for what it is. It's almost like they're the modern day version now of the Oklahoma City Thunder. They have great pieces. They have that one star. They really don't have that second star like OKC did with Russ and KD. But
I mean,
yeah.
they got decent pieces around them, and they got Drew Holiday and they got Middleton.
But that's not enough. Like, Chris Middleton is up and down. You know, Drew Holiday is solid, but they need a guy who can consistently create. And I don't know if that's either one of those two.
Yeah, and then they got like some new guys. They got Jalen Adams. I guess he's a rookie.
Like, man, look, he doesn't scare me. You know, when I go to Brooklyn, Kevin Durant scares me. You know, Kyrie Irving scares me, depending on which Kyrie he is, because I really think he's bipolar. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Kyrie Irving scares me for his political views and his views on the earth.
Yeah, you know, look at the Lakers. LeBron scares you. Anthony Davis scares you. Like, in Milwaukee, it's just Giannis. You take away Giannis and you force Chris Middleton to beat you, you beat the Bucks or make him a shooter. The only way I really see Milwaukee coming out the East is if Giannis develops a more developed jump shot. Because you know who he is right now at this point in his career? You know who he reminds me of?
Here we go.
Kind of reminds me a little of like Kevin Garnett when
I thought you were about to say he's Ben Simmons.
Nah. He kind of at this point in his career, he kind of reminds me of Kevin Garnett. I've even seen some people say they've compared him to Shaq a little bit. You know, that big guy that could bring the ball up. You remember Shaq in Orlando?
Oh yeah. I do remember Shaq in Orlando. I do. Was it? I mean, I could see that. I think now he signed the max deal, so now it's the onus is on Milwaukee to put pieces around him.
Honestly, I'll tell you this: if somehow Milwaukee had tried to like acquire Chris Paul, they would have been my favorite to come out the East by far. You know, it would have been like to me, it would have been like a 4-team trifecta atop the East to see who would represent the conference in the finals. It would have came down to Brooklyn, Boston, Miami, and Milwaukee.
But see, everybody's sleeping on Philly again.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're in there still. I just hate Doc Rivers. I hate that guy.
Oh, I love Doc. You know why?
Fuck him.
Doc, you know why I like Doc?
Why?
Because Doc's got Tobias playing like Tobias again.
Yeah. I just hope Embiid stays healthy. Like, that's the difference.
Embiid stays healthy.
Because when Embiid is healthy, I always see people say, you know, Jokic is a better player than Embiid. No, he's not. No, that big white boy is not.
Yeah. Then also, the best thing I like is this year, the onus isn't on Ben Simmons to shoot threes. Like Brett Brown was always like, shoot the ball. You got to shoot the three. Ben Simmons got to shoot the three. No, he don't. You got Shake Milton. You got Danny Green. You got goddamn Seth Curry. Like, you have your 3-point shooters.
Right. So, man. I mean, I look at the East. Really, there are only 5 teams, maybe even 6, that stand out to me. You have Milwaukee, obviously. Miami. I mean, they did come out the Eastern Conference after all last year. Brooklyn, if they stay healthy, or if they add potential pieces, or in this instance, a piece. Who's the other one? Boston, Philly, and you know, I still think the sleeper team in the East is Toronto. Like, they don't have that big star like they did a couple years ago. They just play collective team basketball.
See, what me and Ronnie were saying is, like, when you have a collection of stars, it really doesn't substitute for a team. And that's why, because, like, there were rumors about Philly getting Harden, and what Houston wanted at first. I mean, they walked it back since. The
Right.
first thing Houston wanted, they wanted Ben Simmons, Matisse Thybulle, and 3 first-round picks for James Harden.
True.
Doc and Philly told Houston to nicely go fuck themselves. Then they walked that back. There was Ben Simmons and 3 first-rounders. Philly said, oh, hell no. Then Ronnie basically said that Houston basically said Ben Simmons and 2 first-rounders. And again, they said, hell no, because Doc's like, we're not mortgaging our future. And the thing is, not only that, is if after what came out with Russell Westbrook and shit like that,
Yeah.
Harden's the cancer.
Yeah.
Harden is the cancer.
It's funny because the one show I contribute for on Mondays and Tuesdays, that's the Nerd Zone, by the way. I mean, not the Nerd Zone, the Prime.
Yeah, you're on the Nerd Zone.
I'm on the Nerd Zone right now. Shut up, Ronnie. It's called the Prime. Make sure you guys check that out every Monday and Tuesday. I'm on with them.
We were busy karate Christmas hell.
We're back. We're gonna be back in wrestling Christmas hell next week.
Whoa.
One of the guys who also is like a contributor to the Prime. He is an avid basketball fan, and yesterday we were talking about James Harden and how he looks like Mark Henry. Then I guess somebody photoshopped the picture. And said,
I saw it. I saw that. I was gonna say, all right, who's getting their ass beat? I was about to write, all right, who's gonna get their ass beat?
Steve Roddy, I always knew you had some black in you, because that's
somebody
right.
go
Get
the
their ass
beat.
beat. Yeah, that's his fucking intro too. That's the funny part. It's like, all right, who's gonna get their ass beat?
Yeah.
Beat 'em up, bake a cake.
Oh,
That's not that one. It's beat him up, break his neck, break his
neck. No, dude, if you listen, the way it's muffled, it sounds like he's saying beat 'em up, bake a snack, bake a cake. Because that's like a running joke with Mark Henry's theme, and even Mark Henry makes fun of that too.
Oh, definitely.
I don't even know about break. I mean, I can see bake a snack, not bake a cake. There's no way you can confuse neck for cake.
It's just, dude, even Mark Henry makes fun of it. So when Mark Henry is making fun of his own theme music,
yeah, bake a snack, make a snack. Beat him up, make a snack.
And especially with the fact that Mark Henry's a big motherfucker, so it's like bake a snack is kind of like, it fits.
Yeah, but Harden actually is the cancer. Because he gets a coach out, he gets Westbrook out. Now he wants out to go to Philly, and some people are like, oh, Harden. I'm like, no, because I mean, if he starts his dramatic shit and all that, I mean, what the fuck could he do to Embiid?
Exactly.
Yeah, no. And Simmons and Embiid are getting along great.
Yep.
They always have, haven't they?
What?
Haven't they always gotten along?
Simmons' rookie year when he was hurt, he really didn't get along with Embiid a lot because he wasn't around him a lot. And then the year when Embiid had a bad diet, Simmons was a little angry at him about it.
Right.
Because Simmons goes nuts. And then when Embiid came back last year, that's when Simmons and Embiid really got along because they were all in prime shape. Like, they were all like, no, this shit's not going to happen again.
Right.
With Josh Richardson and all that. And that's when Philly started out gangbusters.
Right.
And then everybody got hurt.
So he basically got the Glaber Torres, like Brian Cashman said, next time show up in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he could have been like CC Sabathia in 2015, not showing up hungover or drunk.
Well, Embiid would play a game and then go get like 2 supersized meals.
Yep. I remember that. Go and get 2 fat. Go to Tony Luke's and get 2 Phillies.
Yeah, and you get 2 supersized meals or whatever, and then complain the next day that he's sick.
I remember that. That was funny as shit.
Yeah, and Ben Simmons was like, maybe if he ate a vegetable once in a while. Like, he just came right out and said it in passing.
All right.
And you know how Ben Simmons does his shit in passing, like
It's like a call. It's like passing a kidney stone, dude. He don't just do it in passing. You feel it 3 days later.
no, Christian, you know what I mean? How Ben Simmons like does his like quips and jokes in passing,
Yeah.
like whenever like what do you think about Jared Dudley? And like Ben Simmons like it's Jared Dudley, like that's it. That's all he says. Like it's Jared Dudley. And
All
everybody
right.
laughs, that's all.
So, Christian, what do you think? Are you upset that your boy from Chicago left?
What boy?
McCann left the White Sox. Signed a 4-year deal with the Mets.
Christian.
He dropped out.
He'll be back.
Yeah, I think.
I thought what did he do? Not like the question?
No, he got.
God damn.
Talk about
Like,
petty.
what about McCann?
Talk about petty.
Yeah. The Palace of Petty. God damn.
Like, I really like
Oh
him.
my
Fuck
God!
you guys.
No, if he was from Detroit, that would be his nickname right there, the Palace of Petty.
Oh, here we go. He's back.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, what happened?
I have no fucking idea. Wait, hold on.
We thought you got upset that we mentioned James McCann leaves the White Sox.
Nah, man, it's my. I think there's a short in my aux cord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah. Nah, I think James McCann was a good signing for the Mets. When's all this winter meeting stuff start?
It's already done.
It's already done.
Really? It's awfully quiet.
Oh yeah, it
You
is.
know why? It's 'cause
COVID.
it's virtual. It's
COVID.
virtual.
Yeah.
So they're not in Texas.
Yeah, that's true.
If they were in Texas, you probably would have seen a lot more signings by now.
Yeah, definitely. But what else is happening? Like, I know James McCann went to the Mets. Like, what else happened?
We got a GM. we got a GM, and it's not Ned. It's Dave Dombrowski.
Oh, finally, I can like him now.
Yeah.
I can like him now.
Look, when you leave that shithole city in that franchise, I have respect for it.
That shithole city, huh?
Hey, that is a shithole city. Remember, you're the only place that gave season tickets to judges to make them sit on the 50-yard line or center field because your fans fought to get put on trial and held in a holding cell for a paddy wagon.
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
that
God.
racist motherfucking city. Fuck that city. Clam chowder eating motherfucker.
No, that's New England.
Oh.
That's New England. You're going to get it right. It's cheesesteak eating motherfuckers.
Give a shit. Oh,
You went from clam chowder to cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Look, I like cheesesteaks. Clam chowder is disgusting.
Okay, then you're talking about Patriot fans.
Dude, I'm talking about the entire city of Boston.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're a Yankee fan.
Jesus, dude. Hey, I went up there when I was 16. I went to a Yankees-Red Sox game. Coolest experience ever. And this is when the Yankees had Jeter was slightly in his prime. You still had A-Rod. Cano was just up and coming. So the core four, they were older, but they were still there, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, dude, when you're
You
done,
don't
I got a
the
story for you.
You don't like the people in Boston with the clam chowder?
Yeah. Fuck them.
Dude,
Fuck
so
clam
Christian,
chowder, motherfuckers.
you'll get a laugh out of this. So I went to a Yankee game. It was Yankees-Rays. Now, I'm a diehard Met fan, but my buddy had free tickets. I'm not passing up a game to go to Yankee Stadium. Fuck it.
Right. Was this the new stadium or the old one?
The old one.
Okay.
I got to go to see the new one.
And I saw the new one too. But I'm in dead center field. So, I'm with the bleacher creatures. I know better. I'm a diehard Met fan. I don't wear no Met shit to Yankee Stadium. I'm not an idiot. There was a chick in front of us. Had the balls to wear a Red Sox cap in dead center field at Yankee Stadium.
How many beers got dumped on her head?
Oh, dude, her boyfriend was a Yankee fan. Dude, I kind of looked at. She's standing up when the Rays were winning. Started cheering. Her boyfriend kind of looks at her and goes, "Babe, sit the fuck down if you want to live."
Yeah, seriously. Number one, who roots for his rival?
She's all like, oh my God, go Boston. Love
But
the
I'm just
Red
laughing
Sox.
though. No. This chick was a traditional Boston girl. This was no No, this was a bitch that was down 3 or 4 beers. She just was wearing the wrong fucking hat.
Go Boston.
Yeah.
Oh, Baston.
Go Boston. The Valancourt.
She turned around and goes, hey, Johnny, you were better in a fucking sock.
Johnny, you were better as a fucking sock.
Here's a funny story I have for all of you. It's a baseball game. I went to a Cubs game in 2011. They were playing the Yankees, and I was excited because this is when Jeter was on quest for hit 3,000.
Right.
But he had got hurt, so he was on the IL, as it's now called. The Yankees lost this game. Like, we played hard, but if you know one thing about watching the Yankees, what neutralizes their offense is left-handed pitching. And Doug Davis pitched for the Cubs this day. This is before the Cubs had all the call-ups. Rizzo, Bryant,
Schwarber.
Right. Right. So, Wrigleyville, you guys got to get out here. Like, once all this shit is over, because I got to take you guys to Wrigley. Like, I really do.
I'd love to go to Wrigley.
Okay, just let me know, and we'll make it happen. This one woman sees me. I have on my Yankee hat, my Yankee shirt, and she goes, ha, you guys lost. I'm like, fuck you, bitch. I just got out of prison. Don't fuck with me.
Dude, I love the people that, it's like, I'm a Met fan. I went to fucking Shea when the Mets swept the Yankees. People are like, oh, we got all these rings. I go, hey, listen, let me enjoy this. When the fuck are we ever going to sweep you? I'm like, point. I'm being realistic. I'm like, and these Yankee fans are going, ha, we got all these rings. I go, wait, hold on. Yes, you have all these rings. This is true. Let me enjoy this. When the fuck are we ever going to sweep the Yankees? I go,
one year, I go every year whenever the Yankees come to play the White Sox.
Yeah.
Me, I would prefer to see the Yankees play at the G spot. That's what I call where the White Sox play. Because it's called guaranteed rate field. That's just too much to say. So I call it the G spot. I don't care. Mom yells at me every time I call it the G spot. She goes, God, why would you call it the G spot? I'm like, you want to say guaranteed rate field every time? Like, seriously, do you? Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, okay. So one year I went and we blew the White Sox out. It was like maybe 8-0 by the 4th or 5th inning. 8-0. And I'm getting trolled because every year when I go, I wear a Yankee bucket hat. I don't wear the traditional fitted. So they know me when I walk in. They're like, oh, shit, weren't you just here the other day with your bucket hat? I'm like, yeah, is there a problem? So they're losing. And by the time the 8th inning goes around, it's like 10-2 us. And I just yelled to all the fans. I'm like, hey, y'all should go home now. Y'all could beat traffic.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Or, no, here's another one. Now, John, you're a baseball aficionado, so I know you remember this moment, okay?
Go for it.
2017, the Yankees are out here playing the Cubs. And this was Aroldis Chapman's first trip back to Wrigley since he helped the Cubs win the World Series. So they gave him his ring. He had a standing ovation, got a standing ovation and everything. And the Yankees were down 2-0 for most of that game. All of you are about to get a laugh out of this one. So the 9th inning comes up, right? Brett Gardner. It's a runner on first and a runner on second. It's 2 outs. One more strike, and the Cubs win this game. And my one friend, he's a diehard Cub fan. He really don't know shit. Like he wouldn't know shit if his daughter came covered in it. He would have thought his daughter fell in love with the Cocoa. That's how much he doesn't know shit. So Brett Gardner comes up. It's one pitch, and you just hear the crack of the bat. I'm like, oh, shit, that's gone. And it goes right on the Waveland, popular street in Wrigleyville, goes right on the Waveland. And Wrigley is silent except for all the Yankee fans that were there. And by the time I turned around, my friend is gone because he knew I was about to light into his ass like a statue.
I
Then
actually do remember that game.
Then I went to the game 2 days later. It was the 18-inning game. I was at that one. It was a Sunday night game. And I was there for all that, and he was there, that same friend of mine, with his brother-in-law. And he was like, he was talking shit earlier in the day. He goes, because this is when LeBron was still with Cleveland, and Cleveland had just swept Toronto at that time. And he goes, this is the only sweep you're seeing today. The Cubs have beaten the Yankees. And I'm like, well, there you go. Just because you said it, that means the opposite of what your ass said is going to fucking happen. So Jacoby D. Ellsbury hits a home run to put the Yankees up 4-1. And I go up to him, and by this time, I'm hammered. Like, I've had beer after beer, and then I had probably America's strongest margarita. And I go up to him, I'm like, you don't know shit. Like, just stop. You don't know shit. And then he's like, what friend tells their friends they don't know shit? The ones who love you.
Yeah, I was going to say, the true friends.
Love you. Donald Trump ain't got true friends. Look how dumb he is with his dumb ass.
God damn.
Look, dude,
look.
no one has true friends in politics because no one has the balls to turn around and be like, you're fucking stupid.
Listen, but you know what? I tell him all the time, when he fucks up, he is headed in the right direction. The weatherman don't know shit. Most sports analysts, excluding me, don't know shit. Like, remember, I always tell him.
According to some of the people that read your reviews, you don't know shit.
Oh, they get all angry, like, stick sports.
Yeah, I love that, Christian. I'm sorry, but people go on your site. You don't know shit, really?
Right. So, I always tell him, look, just because you don't know shit, it don't mean you can't be shit. At the end of the day, remember this saying, son, it's garbage can, not garbage cannot.
As in the words of as in the words of George Lopez. Hey, yo, we Mexicans, not Mexicans.
Not Mexicans. Yeah, dude. Yeah, especially when I pick against the Bears in my previews, and then they want to say, "Oh, you got lucky." No, how about I was smart?
Hey,
you picked against the Bears? Yes, I knew Foles was gonna flame out.
Dude, like that playoff game when the Eagles came here, Chris. I picked against the Bears. I had every fucking insult in my inbox. Oh, I hope you get hit by a car. Oh, I hope you get hit with chicken cum.
Yeah.
Really? Really?
You hope the spider shits on you?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So you know what that means? You know what that means? That the people that don't like what you say, that means they bet opposite of you.
Yeah, and then look who ends up looking stupid at the end of the day.
Yeah, the people that lost money.
Listen, I'm going to tell y'all this. How Stephen A. is with the Cowboy fans, that's how I am with Bears fans.
Dude, Stephen A. Okay, speaking of football, let's start this shit going. John, did you watch any college football?
I shall remain silent. I plead the fifth.
Jack, that's a no, because boy, when we start diving into this, John, your head is going to fucking spin.
Hey, are you going where I think you're going, Ronnie?
Let's just start it with it is, and I'm starting this off. Go fucking Tigers! Holy shit!
Okay, Vince.
Dude, oh my god. Florida!
All right, who won the week?
We kind of all tied. Chris, you lost.
Yeah, there was a lot of COVID cancellations.
Well, Texas got canceled out of left field.
Yeah, I know. That was one of my locks.
Me, John, you, and Christian all had 4 wins. We all had 4 wins.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
My upset hit. I know that.
Yeah, your upset hit. My upset did not. John's did not. Christian's did, because you both took Utah.
Yeah.
But
I knew that was happening.
But how about those Scarlet Knights? Just saying.
Oh God! You fucking.
Hey, you both took Maryland.
Yeah, I thought Tagovailoa was playing. It's sad that you had to go to a last-second field goal to beat a Tagovailoa.
Hey,
Yeah, a team without Tagovailoa. With Tagovailoa played there, you would have been fucked.
Oh, yeah, no shit, but he didn't, so haha.
Yeah, you would have been no Vaseline.
Oh, don't worry, because Michigan's royally getting fucked in the ass right now, because I'm pissed at that. Are you kidding me?
Michigan canceled again.
Yep. Michigan will not be playing Iowa in their last game of the year. Well, stroke it soundly, boys, because Iowa's going to fucking bend him over.
Well, does it really matter if Michigan was going to lose another game?
No, actually, yeah, because I bet it before the cancellation.
I mean, seriously, COVID did Michigan a favor.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
did.
it definitely
Now
did.
Harbaugh can go away and fucking... Oh, God. I don't want to utter these words, but I have a feeling this is what's going to happen. Harbaugh is going to go take that nice little cozy jet job.
You think so?
I hope not.
You know where else I can see
You
him?
say Harbaugh's going to be a Jets coach?
That's what it's looking like right now. He's the favorite to take it. I hope. I want Kansas City. I want Benemy.
Eric Bieniemy.
Bieniemy. That's who I want.
I think Eric Bieniemy is going to end up going to Houston.
You know who they said also possibly?
If you say Gase, I'm gonna
Because
come
if
to your. I'm gonna.
no, it could be Doug Peterson going to the Jets.
Dude, you
What
like
are
how
you gonna do?
everyone?
He got Rich coat tied again.
Dude, do you love how the fact that everyone's like screaming? Oh, it's gonna be.
Hey! You know, another one of our cast-offs.
Yeah, you know it's gonna be. They're gonna turn around and say Bill Cowher's coming. Fuck off.
Well, the thing is, if Doug Peterson was a coach for the Jets, pretty sure Trevor Lawrence would be more receptive.
Oh, it's anybody but Gase. Really, I think Trevor Lawrence will come if it's anybody but Gase.
Well, I don't know, because Jacksonville is trying to pry away Dabo Swinney.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. I think Jacksonville's going to win one more game before this season ends. Because the way they've been playing teams a lot tougher. And I think they're going to stumble onto one more win before the end of the year.
Yeah, I can see that. I could definitely.
No. The thing is, though, if Jacksonville gets Dabo...
Oh, yeah. No, that's the case. But then...
Yeah,
but then
don't even think about trying to draft Trevor.
Well,
that shit ain't happening.
Well, no, but then Jacksonville's going to try to trade with the Jets. Which is fine, too, because they can give up some of their defensive guys for the Jets. Because, God forbid, they need that shit, too.
Well, the thing is, as much... I mean, if that happens... I mean, if like, Dabo goes to Jacksonville...
And why would he, though?
All Trevor's camp has to do is put out a bunch of pressers that we are not going to play for the Jets. We are not going to play for the Jets, and it automatically embarrasses the shit out of a team that's already been embarrassed.
Well, or
can't afford another embarrassment.
Or the Jets turn around and say, "We don't give a shit. Here you go. You're a Jet. You're the first pick. We'll take it from there."
No, you guys are already embarrassed because of how you guys fucked up Sam Darnold.
Oh, I've already told you from the start, Sam Darnold was not a good quarterback. I said it the day he got drafted, that he was not a good quarterback.
The thing is, the Jets had a shot to do something, and nope.
No, because they decided to go...
And Darnold's been fucked.
Because Peyton Manning decided to get on the horn and be like, "Oh yeah, he's an offensive guru." All right, let's never take advice from a guy that fucked us in the first place. Love Peyton Manning to death, but he should have been a fucking Jet. Let's call it like we see it. But because of Kotite, he didn't become a Jet. He went back to fucking Tennessee. Do I blame him? Hell no.
All right. Well, for as much as... How do I put it? As much as the Jets, like, have... like, all right, their ownership is some of the dumbest ownership in the NFL.
Well, it also doesn't help that our main owner is, all I gotta say is January 21st can't come soon enough.
Yeah, that's Yeah, that's also a major turnoff for a lot of NFL players.
Wow, yeah, but the
It's like,
brother,
I served under President Trump. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go now.
the brother was nothing better. So, yeah. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. So we come into one of the weirdest fucking college football playoff situations in God and so many in history.
Yeah, well, it would have got crazier, but thanks to COVID, Washington had to pull out of the Pac-12 title game, so now USC gets to play Oregon.
And Oregon's favored by the way.
That's so stupid.
No,
That's
sorry.
stupid.
USC is only a 3-point favorite.
It makes sense.
Over a team that lost to Oregon State.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've actually power rated this. This should be a 10-point USC spread.
Oh, it should.
This should be 10 points.
The thing is, USC needed to play Washington
Yeah.
because it looked like it was going to be a battle of undefeateds, USC versus Colorado. Then Washington beat Colorado. I mean, well, it was going to be USC. Actually, it wasn't going to be USC versus Colorado because it looked like USC was in a dead heat with Colorado because they're both in the South for some stupid reason. Put Colorado in the North, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, right.
Because that makes no sense. So, yeah. Or they have to do something where, like, they take the best two, like the Big 12. Because it should be SC playing Colorado.
So, all right. So, hold on. So, here's the thing. So, I'm going to read the top. I'm going to go down to 15. Because I think after that, it's not going to matter at all. It's not even going to. For the New Year's 6 games, that's where it's going to end at for me. So,
well, it doesn't matter after 13 because SC's 13 and there's no way they're jumping into the top.
Right, yeah, in North Carolina and Northwestern, even if Northwestern beats Ohio State, doesn't mean shit.
See, I was shocked. I thought the committee would prop up Northwestern in the top 10 at least.
So number 1 is Alabama, number 2 is Notre Dame, number 3 is Clemson, 4 is Ohio State. Nothing's changed there, and don't get me started on Ohio State.
Oh,
Chris, speaking of that, Ronnie, I got to interrupt you. Chris, did you like that screenshot I sent you this morning?
oh yeah. With the delusional
you.
Ohio State fans.
He's an idiot. He's an idiot. Because this is, listen, this is the same guy. He don't know shit neither. And I tell him all the time. This is the same guy who said Justin Fields deserved the Heisman last year over Joe Burrow.
Oh, hell no.
Right.
Well, wait, where was Justin Fields in that game against Clemson? Non-existent.
Thank you.
The only reason Ohio State even made that game a game against Clemson was because of J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah. So, all right. So let me read the rest there. 5 is Texas A&M. Okay. Which they're hurt too because they're not playing in the title game. 6 is Iowa State.
But thing is this, A&M, if Northwestern beats Ohio State...
That helps them, but...
Notre Dame beats Clemson, and Clemson's a 2-loss team, A&M gets a shot to sneak in.
Now, here's the thing. Now, number 7 is Florida. Number 8 is Georgia.
Wait. Did you just glance by number 6, Iowa State?
I said Iowa State. I'm going to go back to it. I said Iowa State was 6. I'm going back to it because then we'll go over the situations once I read the 13. So then 9 is Cincinnati, 10 is Oklahoma, 11 is Indiana, 12 is Coastal Carolina, 13 is USC, and then 14 is Northwestern, and 15 is North Carolina. Okay.
Yeah.
Iowa State has a shot.
That they shouldn't.
They're
a 2-loss team. Because the thing is, if 2-loss Iowa State gets in, then Clemson is going to be angry as fuck because they lost 2 games to the number 2 team in the nation.
Okay. this is a weird one, but if just scenario, Ohio State and Clemson both lose, could you see Cincinnati getting up there if they beat Tulsa?
No.
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 They don't have.
I'm saying this because because it's an undefeated Cincinnati team compared to a 2-loss Iowa State team.
No.
Okay. Yeah. No. I'm just putting that.
Cincinnati has no shot. Cincinnati has no shot in hell because they didn't play a Power 5 ranked team.
And that's going to hurt them, unfortunately.
I believe they played. But here's the thing: with COVID being the way it was, is that Cincinnati's fault? Because they couldn't.
Cincinnati didn't schedule.
But they couldn't. They couldn't.
It is what it is.
See, that's the problem, though. Is SMU was top 25 when they played them.
Who?
Army was top 25 and SMU was top 25 when they played them.
Army was 22.
I'm saying
you really want to put a team that beat the hell out of a 22 ranked team into the playoffs?
I'm saying is the only top 25 teams they've beaten was Army and SMU.
Yeah. And that's on them.
But here's the
they
thing.
Knew,
for the committee,
that was the thing. Like, it was all conference. You couldn't play outside it. But now all of a sudden, with BYU deciding to play whoever,
but BYU's an independent.
Play out.
BYU's an independent. Therein lies the difference. They can schedule whoever they want because they don't have a conference. It was like if Notre Dame was not in the ACC.
Yeah, Notre Dame joined the ACC and it worked
in their favor. And it worked in their favor, of course. But I'm saying is BYU, when they had stuff canceled, was able to reschedule a game against Coastal Carolina because
Cincinnati has no shot because, one, they're a group of 5 team. A group of 5 team, no matter how undefeated they are, unless they're beating the top ranked Power 5 teams, are not going to get in. Regardless of how amazing they look. They're not in the committee's eyes. They said this on Tuesday. They asked about Cincinnati. He's like, they have not played a Power 5 ranked team. Therefore, and they're not talking about ranked in the top 25. They're talking about ranked in the top 15.
I understand that, but this year, here's the problem. With something like being this year, I understand what that is if this was a normal year. Because then they could schedule whoever they want. This year, they physically they couldn't because they had Ohio State on their schedule. Cincinnati, and they had to cancel it because of COVID. Because they had to reschedule it because they had to go to AAC conference play. They were supposed to play Ohio State.
Well, the funny thing is before Ohio State played politics. They could have had Cincinnati versus Ohio State in a quick thing to take place of the Michigan game.
I understand that.
They're both in the same goddamn state.
No, because remember, we found out, because we asked Christian this last week. It was Cincinnati, I think, had an outbreak of COVID, not Tulsa.
Yeah, they did, because Cincinnati was supposed to play Tulsa last Tuesday, and now that is a title game this upcoming Saturday.
Because I even said if they didn't play, if it was Tulsa that had the outbreak, they could have played Ohio State because it's in the state. But it was Cincinnati that had the outbreak. It wasn't anyone on the team. It was the campus that had the outbreak.
So you can't but either way, no matter how many mental gymnastics ways you want to go, with 10 score, by the way, the committee's not going to put in Cincinnati. They're not. They'll put in a 2-loss Iowa State.
And I honestly think that is unfair to the committee because there's nothing that Cincinnati could do with the scheduling. That is what I'm trying to get at. Fuck.
It's not unfair because the thing is, the AAC is a bad conference.
Well, you're not wrong there. To be honest, I hope
historically bad.
To be honest, I hope Cincinnati loses So Coastal Carolina gets to the New Year's Six Bowl. In all honesty.
And if Coastal Carolina finishes undefeated, they might go to a New Year's
They're
Six
going to
game.
go to... No, I think if Cincinnati...
But they won't go to the playoffs.
No, I don't think they should. Even beating BYU, I don't think they should. Even if they playing 12 games, they shouldn't.
But Coastal Carolina, if they finish undefeated, though, would have a better shot at getting in than Cincinnati because they beat BYU.
Yeah, they beat BYU. They beat a ranked Raging Cajun team.
The Raging Cajun teams, whatever. BYU.
Yeah, BYU was the big one. Yeah, BYU was the big one. BYU was a game day one too. And as much as you say it don't mean shit, they beat Kansas at Kansas. That's still in the eyes. Wait,
nothing.
In the eyes of them, to them it might actually mean something because in the eyes of the committee, it's still they beat a Power 5 school.
Yeah, that's not a Power 5. All right, that's like Power 5 AA. Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying they're not making the playoff. Period. Let's face it. But I mean, they beat a 13 BYU and they're playing a 9 Raging Cajun team after they beat them number 21 Raging Cajun team earlier in the year. So they have thing, but I think that if they win, I think they might pass Cincinnati for a New Year's Six game.
They might pass Cincinnati for a New Year's Six, but that'll be that.
Yeah. Oh no. Listen, I don't think they should make the cut. They're a team that I see that shouldn't make the college playoff. Period. Because again, yes, who did you face? But you also didn't start. You started out on rank 2. It's like me saying Rutgers should make a fucking New Year's Six game, and who did they beat? No one.
I mean, it's just Cincinnati. I mean, yeah, they had a good season. The thing is, though, unfortunately, they couldn't play Ohio State. They couldn't play a Power 5 team, and it's going to hurt them.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yep.
Because because there's only one AAC team that ever had a shot, and that was Houston back in the day. Because Houston beat Oklahoma, and they beat another Power 5 ranked team. But the problem is, Houston lost a dumbass game to fucking SMU.
Yeah, that fucked them over.
Yeah, that fucked them big time. And then they lost to Memphis.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Cincinnati beating, whoever, it doesn't matter. And as for Coastal Carolina beating Kansas, really?
I'm just saying.
Kansas?
Hey, Power 5 school. Power 5 school. Just saying, as much as they shouldn't be.
That's like beating Vandy.
Dude, let's face it. They should also be. Kansas should be in the Sun Belt. They shouldn't even be. But they're in the Big 12, so.
Yeah, because Kansas basketball.
Yeah, hey, ding, ding, ding. It's kind of.
And the University of Kansas. Well, the thing is, Kansas used to have a decent football program under Mark Mangino.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, Les Miles just. Well, Charlie Weiss fucked them with recruiting. And then they got Les Miles, and yeah, it hadn't gone well.
All right. Christian, what about you? What did you see?
Honestly, it was that debacle in Florida, and I'm looking at it like this, Ronnie, and I think you're going to understand where I'm coming from, or anybody else on here, if you grew up playing football. One mistake can mess it all up for everybody in your entire team. And Marco Wilson, that was just inexcusable what he did, taking a guy's shoe and throwing it 20 yards down the field, and ultimately putting LSU into field goal position to kick the go-ahead field goal. That was LSU's championship game because they know they're not going anywhere this year, but this was the perfect opportunity for Florida to get that final up before the SEC title game, and now that title game's lost intrigue. It really has. That was one I was really looking forward to a couple of weeks ago. And
well,
now,
the committee, the funny part is the committee put Florida still on a chance to win an in when they shouldn't have.
Florida still has a chance to win.
Ah,
Florida basically, Florida has to win, and they have to win a little bit like convincingly.
Yeah.
So Florida, because the thing is, you're not all right. You're not going to have the team that beat the number one team in the SEC title game. That would be the SEC champion. You're not going to have them ever miss the playoff.
Yeah, but here's my thing. And, if Florida were to win and Alabama were to lose, what does this mean for Texas A&M? Possibly.
All right. What happens? If Florida wins, Florida's in. Alabama's in because they're a one-loss team. And Alabama also holds a win over A&M.
Right.
It all comes down to what happens with Ohio State.
Then you're looking at like Notre Dame and Clemson. If Clemson needs to win to be in. Because if Clemson loses to Notre Dame, I have a feeling Clemson gets out. And then...
Yeah, Clemson's... See, the way I see it, Chris, is like this. If Notre Dame even were to lose to Clemson on Saturday afternoon, which I'm previewing, by the way, I had to throw that little shameless plug.
Yeah.
I still see Notre Dame getting in.
Notre Dame's in regardless because they'll be a one-loss team.
So it's almost like a win-win situation for them, whether they were to win or whether they were to lose.
Well, the thing is, if Notre Dame...
I have a strong possibility we may see Clemson Notre Dame Part 3 in the playoffs.
You know what might happen?
What?
Well, might happen is Notre Dame could lose the game, and thus, if they lose, keep Ohio State out.
Really?
Which would be fucking great.
So if that were to happen, then who gets that 4th spot?
If Florida wins, it'd be Florida.
No, I'm saying, all right, so if Alabama plays Florida, right?
Yeah.
In the SEC title game. If Alabama wins, then you're looking at Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, Ohio State, right?
Right.
If Florida beats Alabama, you'd look at the number one team would probably be
Notre Dame. If Notre Dame wins.
Notre Dame. Well, actually, no, they wouldn't because if they lost to Clemson,
then it would be
number
Clemson.
One team would be Alabama still.
I don't know. I think you would almost put Clemson at number one then if they beat Notre Dame. If they beat Notre Dame,
then you have to put a two-loss team at number one. It makes no sense.
2020.
Yeah, so you'd have Alabama. Well,
no. If you're saying that
then you would have hold on. You have Alabama. You'd have Clemson, Notre Dame, and you have Florida at number 4, thus keeping Ohio State out of the playoff.
Yeah, but you know what? I can't wait to start previewing these games because, let's do this. When Ronnie moderates, let him, of course, ask the games. And I say at the end of our picks, before we switch to the NFL, why don't we give a prediction on what the 4 is going to be? Because Sunday is Selection Sunday.
I'm good with that. John, you good with that?
You good with that?
I don't.
I'm good with
I don't know anything about half of these guys, so I'm just listening.
All right. So at the end of our selections, college ones, do we pick the playoffs or do we do that at the end after NFL?
No, we can do it at the end of college before we go to the NFL.
All right. Okay. So I'm ready to get this started.
All right. So just so we know, because we don't have a lot of games, because we have all the title games. We're picking every game that's happening this weekend is on the list.
Okay.
So that's including these what the fuck games. We're starting with Thursday. Or no.
All right. Do we have enough to actually pick?
Yes. That's why I went. We have 3 pages full. So that's kind of why I went with what I went with.
All right. We have enough to actually get 5 out of this thing still?
Yes. Well, you're going to have to take...
nitty-gritties.
Oh, yeah, it's nitty-gritty. That's for damn sure. You ready for this one? All right, we're opening up with the Pac-12 title game. Oregon, USC. USC is a 3-point favorite.
SC, lock it in.
Wow, I actually predicted this in the summer because these were my 2 favorites to get to this championship game. I'm gonna take USC. I like what I've seen from Oregon. They've played hard, but USC is just on a different level right now.
John, you said USC?
Yeah.
Were you locking or no?
Okay.
I originally said I think this game should have been a 10-point spread. I like this game. Give me USC. We're going to stick with the Friday games. The Conference USA Championship, UAB takes on Marshall.
Marshall.
God, I want to really make this a don't nobody care, but I think I'll have a chance to use this a little bit more down the stretch with whatever game you're going to say in the next couple. But I'm going to take Marshall as well. I just think, they've been a well-rounded team all year long. I remember watching their first game of the year when the season started.
Guess what? You don't have respect from me if you fucking lose to Rice. UAB.
You know what that means? That means you bet on that game and lost.
Yes, but you don't put up a 0 spot against Rice when you're ranked 20th.
Well, the thing is, Rice plays like ridiculous ball control offense.
That may be true, but again, you're ranked 20th. I don't even care if you fucking... If the spread didn't even matter to me. You couldn't fucking win the game. That's what bothers the fuck out of me. UAB beats Marshall. Alright, we're going to the MAC. The MAC title game.
Yeah, I got Marshall.
You got Marshall? Ball State takes on Buffalo. I'm taking Buffalo locking this shit.
Can I say it?
That's up to you.
Don't nobody care.
Buffalo, lock it in.
Yeah, dude.
I had to pick, but if I had to pick Buffalo, and you can lock it.
Yeah. Shit, dude. 13.5-point favorite. Buffalo is going to run all over Ball State.
And if you're in New Jersey, Nebraska takes on Rutgers. God damn.
Dude, okay. If this weather stays the way it's going to be a slick track, which doesn't help Rutgers. Give me Nebraska.
Yeah, Nebraska.
Don't nobody care. Nobody care.
That's fair.
Don't nobody care.
Purdue and Indiana got canceled, which, oh God. Fuck IU. All right. Pretty much the game of the weekend is the ACC title game, Clemson Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, completely.
And that's the pick. Clemson.
Whoa, Clemson 10.5.
That I was just about to say. Clemson 10.5, and the over/under is 60.
Clemson.
My upset, Notre Dame.
I am right behind you.
God, I so want to be like Kirk Herbstreit and say I can't pick because I'm previewing it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use that for another chance. Man, when I look at this game, when they met the last time, this was the game that really made me a believer in Notre Dame, and I've been singing Notre Dame's praises ever since that game because they made one more play than Clemson, and I get mad whenever people try to discredit that win. Oh, Trevor didn't play. Okay, what difference does it make? A win against number one is still a win against number one. But Clemson, and I'm going to say this about another team later when we do the NFL, but is Clemson imposing? Absolutely. Are they invincible? Absolutely not. Because that secondary really struggles. So I look for Notre Dame to spread those receivers out on the line because across the board, Clemson's going to have a tough time with them. Then, I look at Notre Dame. Ian Book, he made so many big plays in this game, man. Here's the thing about Notre Dame, and Chris is going to know where I'm coming from when I say this. Every test you've needed Notre Dame to pass, guess what? They passed it with flying colors. They're in prime position right now to make this magical season continue. But I think we're going to see a different outcome this time. Trevor's going to come back. He's going to generate a drive in the fourth quarter. He's going to put Clemson in field goal position. I like Clemson to win this game by 2.
Okay, so here's the thing.
See, the thing with Notre Dame, as everybody's all like, oh, well, Trevor didn't play. Here's the thing, though. DJ Ungale is faster than Trevor. and Notre Dame had a pass rush going on DJ. So what do you think they would do to Trevor?
Yeah, they're gonna have to do everything to keep him in the pocket. But you know who I'm watching? My X factors for this game. I'm for Clemson. I'm watching Travis Etienne. You come back for games like this. You know, he decided to come back after that loss last year in the national title game, and he's in prime position to really have a big game in this one. And then for Notre Dame, you're gonna know who I'm talking about. I'm watching that one defender, number 6, Jeremiah Owosu. Is that his? Yep. I'm watching him because he's the igniter to this entire defense, Chris. He's a guy that can, you know, lay the wood down, make a hit. You really hesitate running in his direction when you have the ball. So these are my X factors for the game. I can't wait for this one. It's going to be a great game. You guys are going to see the preview first, but I like Clemson. Yeah. I've been back and forth with this one, but I like Clemson. I think Clemson's going to make things intriguing.
All right, well, here's the thing. So going back to old notes, Notre Dame, what was the spread on this? It was Notre Dame was I believe they were a 3-point dog against Clemson. Here we go. They were a 5-point dog.
The first time they
played, they were a 5-point dog, and they won by 7 in double overtime. Notre Dame won by 7. So you're telling me, with Trevor Lawrence back, they are a 5.5-point team better than what they were in Week 10? I don't buy that, because guess what? You still have the same defense that has not been stepping up for them. The
Notre Dame defense gets up for huge games.
No, I understand that. I'm talking about Clemson. I'm saying Clemson's defense hasn't gotten any better. It's still the same. Clemson's offensive line still has too many holes in it, and I think they're coming in not with their full line. Notre Dame likes to get up for this, and their defense has gotten tremendously better against better teams.
Yeah, because, you know, I think Notre Dame's best defensive moment came against North Carolina, because you know how that offense can fly down the field. I mean, look at what North Carolina did to Miami the other day, and Notre Dame shut that down for an entire half. Like, honestly, listen, I keep telling people this too. Whenever they ask me, who do I think is the best team in college football right now? It's Notre Dame to me, because to me, they're more complete than Alabama. You know, I think Alabama is the only team that can really maybe hang with them and run with them. They're more complete than Ohio State, without question. I think they would kill Ohio State. And they're more complete than Clemson at this point.
Yep, and that's what I see. John, I didn't get you before. What did you say?
I don't even remember what I said.
Clemson or Notre Dame?
Notre Dame, I think. Whatever.
Not at Clemson.
Yeah, well, I got so lost in all that I forgot.
All right. Illinois takes on Penn State.
Don't nobody care.
Yeah.
Don't nobody. Chris, can you say it for me?
Don't nobody care.
I'll say this.
And let's move on. Next game.
If Illinois wins, Penn State be looking for a new coach.
Not really.
Yeah, I think if Illinois beats Penn State, yeah. All right, next we have the Big Ten title game, which is at noon this year. Oof!
Thank God.
Northwestern takes on Ohio State.
Ugh. Can Northwestern ugly it up enough?
Well, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
And the thing is, I don't think they can. I hate that the Big Ten shows favoritism to Ohio State, because the rule was in place, and it should be Northwestern versus Indiana, but because of the Big Ten and their nepotism and all this other bullshit and politicking, a 5-win Ohio State team that played a bunch of tomato cans the whole season and then played Indiana And usually Ohio State can puff out their chest that, oh, we played Penn State, Michigan State, and Michigan. Not this year because they were all horrible.
Yeah, Ohio State doesn't really have. Well, who are you picking, Chris?
I'm picking Ohio State because I don't think Northwestern can muck it up for 4 fucking quarters.
For me, for Northwestern, they're gonna have to, they're gonna have to control the clock. They're gonna have to put pressure on Justin Fields, and your offense is gonna have to. Ohio State secondary. Take a page out of Indiana's book. Look at how Indiana was able to attack that Ohio State secondary up and down the field, left and right, every chance they got. So that's what they're gonna have to do. But I'm with you.
But the first problem Indiana did is they spotted Ohio State 42 points.
Yeah, that's true. But I look at Ohio State, and everything you said is spot on because okay, there's really no win that stands out. Penn State was winless at that time, so that doesn't really stand out. If Penn State didn't get upset at the hands of Indiana, yeah, you're probably talking about something completely different.
Yeah, they whooped the shit out of Michigan State, but Michigan State beat Michigan, so which really shows how shitty Michigan is.
And remember, Michigan State also beat Northwestern.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's one. But I'm with you. I think Ohio State wins, but this should be Northwestern and Indiana. The favoritism has to stop. If you said Wisconsin couldn't play, then Ohio State should be right now. Plain and simple.
Yeah. John, who are you taking?
Ohio.
Remember, you got locks too. You still have your 6 locks.
Ohio.
Ohio State, you're locking it, or are you?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Ohio State locking
it as well.
I hate it because I'm gonna be rooting like hard for Northwestern.
Well, here's what I think. If Ohio State wins and they cover this spread, which is 20.5, they're in. I think you have an argument if this game stays within 2 touchdowns. Depending on what else falls through, because this is at noon. If this game stays within 14, you might have an argument of them not getting in if Florida can beat Alabama, but we'll get to that when we get to it. But yeah, I think Ohio State wins, but they don't cover this game. I think Northwestern can control the ball enough to where it's a 14-point win.
Yeah, they're gonna have to establish Master Teague a little bit more. I think they're a little too dependent on Justin Fields. Don't get me wrong, the kid is great, but I think Ohio State, they're a much scarier team when they're able to run the football.
All right, quick pick, because this is not a title game. Texas A&M takes on Tennessee. A&M's a 14-point favorite.
A&M, and you can lock it.
A&M lock. My God, that's an insta-lock.
A&M lock.
All right.
LOC, lock it.
Yeah, and I agree. That's a lock across the board. Chris, you only need one more lock.
How many do I need, Ronnie?
You need an upset in 2 locks. John, you need 3.
Man, fuck that upset shit. Ever since Syracuse fucked me like a porn star, fuck that upset shit. But
well, you took Syracuse.
Oh.
Trust me, it's a little clarity because we all seem to pick the same fucking teams. All right, so
Syracuse fucked you, but you picked them.
Dude, another one that's at a noon game. Why is this at 12? Well, because the
Why?
AC. Well, no.
Games don't nobody care about.
No. I'm talking about the next one, which is the Pac-12 title game. Oklahoma takes on Iowa State. It's at noon.
That's Big 12.
Big 12. Sorry, Big 12. It's at 12. It's at noon.
Okay.
Well, then again, the Big 12 always plays at 12 o'clock.
Yeah. The Big 12 at 12. Come on.
Yeah. OK versus Iowa State. Okay. Oklahoma is favored by 5.5.
I don't. Spencer Rattler hasn't looked that great in like really big games, so I'm gonna go with Iowa State.
Listen, I don't double upset. I'm not locking this, but yeah, Iowa State. I think Iowa State needs to win and needs to win convincingly if they want if they want to jump Texas A&M. John, who you taking?
Iowa.
I would lock that as your upset, to be completely honest.
Go for it. Why not?
When these teams played the first time, I thought Iowa State got away with a horrible no call for pass interference. You look at Oklahoma now compared to them; they're a completely different team. They depended on running the football a little bit more because they don't want the young quarterback doing it. And I know Chris just said, Spencer Rattler has struggled, but you have to realize the kid's a true freshman, so he's still learning as he's going on. I know the hype was there and everything, but I think around this time he's going to be a lot more sharper and a little bit more intelligent as a quarterback moving forward. But I look at this game, I want to see how Oklahoma's defense answers because they're going to have their hands full with Breece Hall, who I think is the best running back in the Big 12. Yeah, I'll take him over Chuba Hubbard any day of the week.
Chuba who? Chuba who? He be getting ready for the draft right now.
Yeah, exactly. Brock Purdy is a good quarterback, and I like the way how Iowa State uses those tight ends. They do it in a variety of different ways, whether it's blocking or they'll spread them all out. And it's a tough out for any defense really because they just find unique ways with those tight ends to move the football down the field. But I think this game comes down to coaching, Ronnie. Lincoln Riley versus Matt Campbell. And don't get me wrong, I love what Matt Campbell is doing in Ames, but I just trust Lincoln Riley a little bit more in these situations. I like Oklahoma.
My reason why I pick Iowa State is because Iowa State plays defense. Oklahoma doesn't.
Oklahoma too bad as of late. They're not the greatest. They're not lights out, but they haven't been bad.
That's like the last woman in the whorehouse not getting an STD. They're not that bad, but it's not.
They're not that bad, but not that good either.
Yeah.
So.
It's like
Right.
it's like the last woman in the whorehouse not getting an STD. I'm not saying they're bad, but they're not that good either. All right, so quick pick. Florida State takes on Wake Forest. Wake is a 6.5-point favorite.
Don't nobody care.
Wake. Wakey.
But if I had to pick, Wake Forest.
John?
Wake.
God damn it, Christian.
Don't nobody care.
But if I had to pick...
When I hear the don't nobody care, I don't even think about it.
No.
Yeah. All right, Wazoo takes on Utah. Utah is a 10.5-point favorite. Give me Utah and lock that shit.
Utah? Lock.
Utah, lock it.
So lock.
Chris, you're done.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at what's left.
And you pretty much made your picks.
I'm good.
There's no Texas game. Get ready for the lowest over-under in the history of fucking college football this year. Air Force takes on Army. Air Force is a 3-point favorite. Army and Air Force over-under 37.
Army with the upset Army with the upset because they're coming off that
Embarrassment.
donut they threw up against Navy, which really does a lot for your psyche and confidence.
Yeah, and especially the fact that this is for the Commander-in-Chief Cup.
Yeah, so Army.
Christian?
Yeah. I'll take Army.
All right. The Sun Belt Conference game. The Raging Cajuns of Louisiana take on the Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina is a 3.5-point favorite. John?
Well, they beat Louisiana by, what was it?
3.
3?
3. And last second field goal.
Ooh.
But also at the beginning of the year. That was the third game of the season. No one gave Coastal Carolina even a chance when this came out.
Upset.
Really?
Raging Cajuns.
John?
I'm going to take the Cajuns.
John, who are you taking?
Who is it again?
The Chanticleers versus Coastal Carolina versus Louisiana.
I'll go Louisiana, I guess.
Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care.
I'll say this. Oh, I've been riding with them all fucking year, so I'm locking this no matter what. This game, it would have been a lot different if Coastal did not play BYU. Coastal has played tougher teams now than they did at the beginning of the year. Because guess what? Yeah, okay, they beat Kansas 3 years in a row. Like Chris said, Kansas is a fucking bullshit of a Power 5 school.
Yeah.
But they beat them last second field goal. But guess what? What has changed since then? I mean, Coastal Carolina got a whole lot better. And Louisiana had to battle its way back up to even be 19th. The only reason Louisiana is 19th is because they fucking pumped them up. The committee pumped them up. Give me the fucking Chanticleers and you can lock that shit. And they cover.
Well, they're a 3-point favorite,
Three
so
and a
they
half.
better cover.
3.5. Doesn't mean shit. They could win by a field goal and lose. They win by a touchdown. Ole Miss takes on LSU. Ole Miss and lock that shit.
Ole Miss.
LSU.
Ole Miss. How many more locks do I have?
You got an upset and a lock.
Okay. I'm taking Ole Miss, and this is gonna be my lock.
John, you
Over LSU?
Yeah.
need, John, you need two locks, two regular locks.
Okay.
You got a couple more. We still got a couple more games. Missouri takes on Mississippi State. Mizzou is a 1-point favorite.
I'll take Missouri, and that'll be my. Nah, you know what? Nah, I want to save my upset. But I'll take Mississippi State.
John?
Missouri.
Mississippi.
Yeah, Mizzou. I'm taking Mizzou. All right. Minnesota takes on Wisconsin. Wisconsin's a 12-point favorite.
Wisconsin. Lock.
Minnesota, Wisconsin, right?
Yep. It's going to be raining in Madison. This is a fucking rival game. Row the fucking boat.
Oh, God. Oh, wait. Rivalry game in Madison?
Yep.
Rivalry game in Madison? Wisconsin. Badgers.
Man, this game can go either way. I remember last year, this game determined who would win the Big Ten West, and the big game experience of Wisconsin just showed up over Minnesota. It's been a rough year for really both teams, but Wisconsin's at home. I'm definitely going to take the Badgers.
Okay. The Mountain West Championship. Boise State. Wow. Okay. Boise State takes on San Jose State. BYU. Boise is a 6.5-point favorite.
Boise.
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 State.
Yeah, we're clean across this. All right. Stanford is taking on UCLA. UCLA is a 7-point favorite.
UCLA.
UCLA.
I'm
UCLA.
going to take Stanford here, and that's my upset.
Okay. John, you need one more lock, and then we're locked in.
Okay, then I'll take UCLA as the lock.
Okay. All right. Let's get through the real quick ones real quick. Just pick them as is. Michigan State versus Maryland. It's in College Park.
Michigan State, no Tagovailoa.
Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan State.
Don't nobody care.
We'll get to the last two conference games before this, but the last game, Pac-12 after dark, Arizona State takes on Oregon State. The Herms are 7-point favorite.
Herms.
It's in Oregon State.
It's in Oregon State. It's in
Corvallis.
Corvallis.
Beavers.
Yeah, I'm taking Oregon State as well.
I don't think Herm gives two shits about this game because he's still recovering from COVID. Give me the Beavers. All right. Tulsa takes on Cincinnati for the AAC conference title.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Cincy. And if you want to know why, go read Christian's review from last week.
Why? Because I know shit?
Well, because yes, but you also previewed this already, so all the stuff that you need to know is there.
Yeah, good job, Ronnie. You pay attention.
And finally, the SEC title game, 8 o'clock. By the way, how does the AAC title game get the 8 o'clock slot next to the SEC title game? And the Big Ten doesn't.
Because don't nobody care about the AAC title game.
But yeah, you're not wrong there. But the Alabama takes on Florida. Bama is a 17-point favorite.
Bama.
You know what? Florida's going to come off of a you know what? I'll wait for mine. Chris, what are you saying?
Oh. Tied.
Christian?
I'm gonna take Alabama in this one. They've been here, and I just think that big game experience from Nick Saban is gonna really put this team over the hump. Mac Jones is playing at a phenomenal level right now. They're running the ball with Najee Harris. They have a big four. It's Mac Jones, Najee Harris, John Mechie, and Devontae Smith, who's been their best wide receiver since Jalen Waddle's gone down. I mean, they're going to find a way to really expose more of that Florida defense because LSU did it. What makes you think Alabama can't do it? But in Florida's defense, on their side, Florida has that big three. The two Kyles, Kyle Trask, Kyle Pitts, and then they have Kadarius Toney. He's almost like their Tyreek Hill of that offense. But I just see Alabama. I could see Alabama hanging 40 on Florida. I think Florida may come out, make a statement, throw a couple of punches, but in the end, the veteran savviness of Nick Saban and the Crimson Tide is going to be on display. They're going to win another SEC championship, and they're going to be more than likely on their way to the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah. So Kyle Trask is going to be the reason if Florida decides to win this game. But let's fucking face it. Florida defense needs to show up. There's too much power on Bama. And the fact that Alabama just flipped a freaking recruit from LSU to come to Alabama just shows that they are just fucking regrouping and getting everything back up and running.
What the hell is that sound?
The fuck is that noise?
What are you doing, Chris?
That is loud as hell, man.
Really? Were you eating?
You're that's really loud, dude.
I was trying to ignore it, but I was trying to run through it so no one else
All of a
would.
sudden I hear.
Normally I would say Florida has the best chance of winning this, but what the fuck am I kidding? Roll fucking Tide.
Yeah, Alabama's going to win this one convincingly. This game could be over by halftime, Ronnie.
Yes. Now, I know we really don't give two shits before we make our picks. The last thing, this doesn't count towards our weeks at all. But there are 4 bowl games before we come back live next week. Let me just run through them real quick. And you don't have to pick. I'm just going to tell you what they are. So, you got the Myrtle Beach Bowl, which is App State versus North Texas. Taking App State in that.
Wait, what bowl? Hold on. Let me see these bowls
The
here.
Myrtle Beach Bowl. App State versus North Texas.
Huh, Mean Green versus Mountaineers.
Yeah, give me the Mountaineers.
Going App State.
Don't nobody care.
Okay, John, you don't have to pick these. It's just this. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Tulane takes on Nevada.
Don't nobody care.
Tulane.
Give me the Wolf. Give me Nevada.
You gonna get me singing it like an old lady in church. Don't nobody care.
Oh wait, you're really not going to care about one of these. I'll say that right now. All right, the Boca Raton Bowl. UCF takes on BYU.
Oh no, they changed it. It's no longer the Cherubimbi Tart Cherry Boca Raton Bowl.
Nope. Yeah, it is the rootclaim.com.
Roofclaim.com. Fuck that shit.
Chris, who are you taking? UCF BYU.
BYU.
Yeah, give me BYU.
Yeah, I'm gonna take BYU as well. I almost said don't nobody care.
Oh no, that actually is a game that people are going to care about. That's going to be a fun game.
Exactly.
And the games are going to happen before we go live. So Louisiana Tech takes on Georgia Southern. Christian, go ahead.
Don't nobody care. DNC, go get a hoodie. Don't nobody care.
In the RNL Carrier New Orleans Bowl.
La Tech and Georgia Southern?
Yeah.
Georgia Southern.
Georgia Southern. And the Montgomery Bowl, Memphis takes on Florida Atlantic. Memphis.
Don't nobody care.
And then the other games
on Christmas Eve.
Well, we'll be live to talk about that. Yeah.
How Christmas Eve? All right. How Christmas Eve and we don't go to the island?
Because they actually canceled that game.
Oh, so instead they put Hawaii against Houston in the New Mexico Bowl?
Yep.
God damn.
So,
Hawaii.
The games that have gotten canceled right now are the Red Box Bowl, the Hawaii Bowl, the Bahama Bowl, the Holiday Bowl, which, by the way, is the longest fucking name, the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl.
God damn.
The Quick Lane Bowl and the Vegas Bowl. The Pinstripe Bowl got canceled.
Yeah, we knew that one.
And that is it. The rest of the games have not been picked yet. Oh no, the LA Bowl, the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
The Cheez-It Bowl is still there.
Yeah, the Cheez-It Bowl's still there. The Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
Oh, come on. Where is it? Where is it?
I did not see the Bad Boy Mower Bowl.
No!
We don't have the Bad Boy Mower Bowl.
No!
Wait. Really? Christian, you want to hear the worst name for a fucking bowl game?
Yeah, let me hear it.
The Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Wow.
The what?
The Duke's Mayo Bowl.
What white boy came up with that shit?
Oh, yeah. White boy with a lot of money.
Oh, because it's not Bad Boy Mowers this time.
Who is it?
The Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl.
God damn it.
What the flying fuck? Union Home Mortgage.
Nah, you gotta love it.
Apparently it's still on.
Yeah, it's still on.
So who they got?
They gotta wait until all the bowl games are done.
Oh.
So 3 days, all the bowls will be announced.
The Union Home Mortgage Man, it should have been the Bad Boy Mower Gasparilla Bowl, man.
Yeah.
It's still not as good as the Poulin Weed Eater Independence Bowl, but...
No, I mean, I'm sorry. Me and you both came up with the best bowl game. Take the two people in dead last and make them with the Roto-Rooter
Oh,
Bowl.
yeah, the Roto-Rooter Toilet Bowl. The Roto-Rooter / Elger Toilet Bowl on Christmas Eve.
Yep.
Why? Because someone's getting a gift.
All right, so the NFL happened. John, did you watch any of the Jet game?
Ronnie, do I really have to answer you?
No, because I didn't even watch it.
Did you watch the Jets lose?
Did I watch my team lose 40 to fucking 3? Gee, let me think.
Go, go, go. No, no, no. Lose,
I
lose,
thought we were
lose.
supposed to
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Sorry. We are. John, who are you going to have in the college football playoffs? Or
I have no
Or are you
idea.
going to keep it as is?
I really don't follow it that much, so I really don't know. I'm being honest, all straightforward. I really don't know.
Okay. All right. No, that's fair. Christian.
I think it's gonna be Alabama at the 1. They're gonna be the lock. I think it's gonna be Clemson at the 2 because I have Clemson, Notre Dame. Notre Dame is gonna be the 3, and then Ohio State's gonna be the 4.
I have Alabama as 1. Notre Dame as 2. Ohio State is 3. And it always happens. Texas A&M is going to be number 4.
Ow. Okay.
All right. So I have Bama as 1. I have Notre Dame as 2. I really don't want to do it, but I'm in agreement with you, Chris. I'm having Ohio State at 3.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say this is going to be the snub. And I see Iowa State jumping over Texas A&M.
Wow. Okay.
And then be number 4.
Oh, man. Columbia, South Carolina. All right. First off, Clemson, South Carolina is going to be in a fucking riot if Iowa State gets in over Clemson.
Because I have Iowa State winning convincingly over Oklahoma.
Convincingly, schmincingly. Penn State only lost to Notre Dame twice in this situation.
All I'll say is this. I hope and I pray.
To be honest, yeah.
I really hope and I pray we don't get another Clemson title game.
No, and to be honest, I would really love Cincinnati to jump and get to that 4th spot.
Yeah, it's not happening.
It's not happening, so I have to say Iowa State would be number 4 then. I would love to see Cincinnati get in that 4th spot, but they would need Iowa State to lose, and really that's it. They would need Iowa State to lose to even have a chance to get to that 4th spot, and Clemson to lose to Notre Dame.
I think Clemson loses to Notre Dame, but then you look, there's A&M, and the only team A&M's lost to all year is Alabama.
Right. But,
that's it.
Well, and I think Cincinnati, if Cincinnati wins convincingly, you're going to get an argument. But that's the only thing. But again,
you won't get an argument with Cincinnati. Cincinnati will give you an argument, but the committee's going to be like, yeah, who'd you play?
But
A&M will whoop your ass because all they lost was Alabama.
But guess what? The argument with that is, especially with this year, how is that Cincinnati's fault? COVID fucked them from even having a normal schedule. I mean, we wouldn't be... Listen, if this was a normal year, we probably won't be talking about this anyway because Cincinnati would have gotten destroyed by Ohio State.
All right. Do you think...
So unusual.
Yeah. That's it right there. So do you think that Cincinnati is one of the 4 best teams in the nation?
It doesn't at that time, but here's the thing.
No.
Would you rather see a team that had a body of work that played all year or a team in Ohio State that sat for 3 fucking games and didn't go out and try to find anything either?
But
remember, one of their games was their fault. The other 2 were not. So they could have went out and found other games if they wanted to. They chose not to, on top of that. We got to remember that, too. Ohio State could be 7-0 right now, and we have no... Okay, whatever. You could have played a team in the Big Ten that decided not to... That a game got canceled, too. God, BYU did it. Even though BYU's independent, you could have gotten somebody.
Oh God, the AAC commissioner, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, he wants to bring back the BCS.
Yeah, he said bring back the BCS because the computers were a lot more fair.
Uh, no, because even when the computers were fair, you still had the people in the college football playoff determining the top 25 then.
Again, if you're going to do anything, just make the college football playoff a 16.
Well, to be honest,
shot.
this year it should be. To
Or
be honest, this year,
eight.
or that, or it should be this year. It should be the top 8, or all the conference winners of like the Power Pack. No, because then you got to do some. Never mind.
Well, Power 5, then you wouldn't have Cincinnati.
No. I'm saying like the top. Yeah, but I'm saying you could do the conference. You could do conference titles. In certain ways, you could have just worked it out that way. But top 8, you're putting Georgia and Florida still in it. Well, Florida would be bounced. Georgia, Texas A&M, and Cincinnati. I mean, you should do top. You should have had 8 to begin with, for this year anyway.
Well, the Pac-12 didn't even get a chance to do 8 because they started. Well, remember originally the Pac-12 was going to start in January.
Right.
And then it was like, oh, well, Now all this big fuss was made, so Pac-12 jumped in as fast as they possibly could.
Well,
and they had basically 6 games.
I mean, it was literally, think about it, it's the same as the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Big Ten wasn't even going to fucking play this year. But because of Ohio State, let's face it, the only reason they're even remotely in the fucking play, could be possibly making the playoffs is because of Ohio State and Nebraska.
Yep.
They weren't going to play this year. So.
There it is.
All right, now that we got that out the way, I'm ready to talk.
Oh,
All
one
right.
thing I forgot. One thing about baseball I forgot now that Kristen's here. Somebody in the MLB must be listening to the show, because what did I say about the Indians? And what happened?
Yeah.
Didn't I call it a couple weeks ago?
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid, though.
I told you it was stupid, but I told you, watch, it's going to happen. And sure enough, I was right.
But
Sure enough.
but again, though, they're not. So the one thing is they're not changing their name because of backlash. They're just changing their name because they just don't want to deal with the shit down the road.
There it is.
But
They might go back to the Spiders. Who knows?
Yeah, and to be honest, the Indians, okay, I mean, shit, you could change the name. You're still going to have, but they're not erasing the history of the Indians. The Redskins name was getting erased because of money. That was the difference. It was because of money. No one's forcing Cleveland to change their name. The ownership decided to on their own.
Yeah.
Washington had no choice. Dan Snyder, for God knows how fucking long, was fighting for that name to stay. Until the pocketbook got hit. And then, nope, we have to change it because we can't. They were in a tight spot. Listen, do I really care? I understand why they changed it. I understand why Washington had to change it. But guess what? You're still playing football. Doesn't really matter.
Exactly.
No, I just forgot. I forgot to bring that up during baseball. Before.
I know, but it wasn't like they were forced by MLB to change the team name. They chose on their own to change it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this NFL thing going. We spent a little too much time on other shit, so let's go.
Yep. All right.
Yes, we spent too much time on college. It is what it is.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Chris, go ahead. Wax poetic.
Hey, all right, so Jalen Hurts had a hell of a game. Yes, he did. Anybody and anybody who actually watches football would know that the reason why Jalen Hurts had a good game, it wasn't because the line was blocking, I'll tell you that, because they were doing the same shit they were doing for Wentz. Hurts basically had an internal clock in his head, go 1-2, and as soon as that 2 hit, he was out. I mean, in the shotgun, like 1-2, I'm running. Like, as soon as he took the snap, he was bootlegging. He wasn't even waiting. He's like, nope, I'm running. So they were able to run the football. And, yeah, that's a great thing. And the thing is, the way the Philadelphia Eagles are set up or built, they have a lot of fast guys that will kill you in space. And that's what the Philadelphia Eagles need to do. They need to get these guys in space. Like Miles Sanders gets in a one-on-one situation in space. You're not winning that. He's going to make you look silly and then take it to the house. You put Jalen Reagor in space, in stride, he's going to the house. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, that's the reason. Jalen Reagor's the reason why the Eagles should probably just let Deshaun Jackson walk. Because they basically got Jalen Reagor to replace him. And we are starting to see now, as Jalen Reagor's healthy, and they're starting to find a way to use him in space, like whether it be a kick returns, or get him on an end around, or what I would do, run him on a cross to where he goes full speed and you throw that right there to him and he could take that and just turn right upfield in space. Or take it with a slant where he just catches that thing right in stride in space. Or since nobody can really run with him, just have him on a streak. Run him on a streak and heave that motherfucker, but the problem is you need a line to block for that. All these things are predicated on that. The only way that is avoided is, say you have Reagor run a streak to where Hurts is bootlegging. So Hurts would run out, bootleg, and as soon as he got to the spot, he just tossed that thing all the way down the sideline. And unfortunately, I think we've probably seen the last of Carson Wentz in Philadelphia.
Wow. Okay.
I just think so because, well, they already said they're going with Hurts the rest for the time being.
I mean, you might as well. I mean, you back in the playoff run.
Which, don't say that.
Well, I mean, mathematically, you still have a chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah, and mathematically, we could still, win the East. Ugh.
Yeah.
Why would you want to? And Brett Favre all of a sudden like, oh, but Jalen Hurts, they're a Super Bowl team. Shut up, Favre.
Well, Brett Favre also was the same person, the same yaho that fucking came around and said that, that Wentz is the reason they need to fucking get better.
Well, yeah, also, Favre also said that they should have kept Foles over Wentz.
Right.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, as soon as he said Foles over Wentz, I was like, yeah, nah. Nah.
Got a little more than one concussion there, don't you, Brett?
Yeah, so, my question here is, so do the Philadelphia Eagles just hire Lincoln Riley next year since, they're running his offense now? Because what Jalen Hurts ran was not like the West Coast option. No, he ran a straight-up spread read option.
I'll be right back. I'm going to take a wicked yes.
All right. Yeah, he ran a spread read option. And that was why Miles Sanders had that great run, because they had that threat of the run. And those two plays where Miles got the touchdowns on both of them were straight up read options. I mean, the read option that you can run in Madden.
Yeah, and I look at what the Eagles were able to do. I saw a team that had a spark. They looked more confident with Jalen Hurts under center, Chris, because look at everything they were able to do. That offensive line, They pushed the Saints defensive front around, and this was the best defense in the NFC coming into this game, and they physically manhandled them at the point
because
of
they
attack.
can run block.
Right. You know, they
The
got
Eagles' offense has never had a problem run blocking.
No,
Pass blocking is their bad part.
It's been pass blocking. Just a great win by the Eagles. They stopped the bleeding, and now that sets up a really intriguing game with Arizona.
Oh yeah, it does. Well, they need it. Well, we're gonna see what they have. I mean, as far as the East go, I seriously think the football team is going to win the East.
Yeah, because right now they're playing the best football out of anybody in that conference. You know, you look at them, and look, their offense isn't fancy. They just move the ball up the field. It's the defense that sets this tone.
Yep, and
era. You look at that front four.
Yeah, and that's why I think the football team actually could possibly even make noise in the playoffs. Because what do you need to do in the playoffs? Play defense, run the ball.
They have that front four. They don't need Alex Smith to be luxurious and great. They just need him to control the clock and not lose the football game.
And hand off the ball.
Hand the ball off. They just need him to be a game manager. That's what he's been pretty much throughout this point of his career.
Yep, he's been a game manager, and that's that.
So, is that what caught your eye?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I think what caught my eye, it was really three things in the AFC. One, the Indianapolis Colts. I keep continuing to say it. This is the team I think that could really give Kansas City a fit because they're built to play in cold weather. They have that strong, fast, physical offensive line. They can run the football, and they have a three-headed monster to run that ball. Jordan Wilkins, Nyheim Hines, who I think is the best out of all of them. And then you got your guy to get you those hard-fought yards in Jonathan Taylor. But this defense really sets the tone for this team because if they get a takeaway, more than likely they're going to win. But my biggest takeaway from that game was T.Y. Hilton finally looked like a number one guy, Chris.
Yeah, he really did.
He did. T.Y. Hilton definitely looks like a number one guy.
Yeah, they got him in space, and Phillip Rivers, everybody wants to call him noodle arm, but he was flinging the ball all throughout the field. So that's one thing that caught my eye. Two, the Kansas City Chiefs. Are they imposing? Absolutely. By far, no question. With that offense and how they're able to just kind of make things spark in a short period of time. Are they invincible? Absolutely not. They need to play better at this point because they've been playing a little too loose and a little too complacent for my liking the last couple of games. Barely got by Denver, barely got by Miami. I knew Miami was going to give them all they could handle. They forced 3 turnovers. They put pressure on Mahomes. Kansas City just made some adjustments. But my thing with Kansas City is when you're up, you got to stay up. You can't take your foot off the gas. And that's the problem right now that I have with them. Then the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're having a tough time running that football. Roethlisberger threw the ball less, but every time they attempted to run the ball, they couldn't do it. I really think they're going to have to go into the draft and look for a running back because I don't know if James Conner is the answer moving forward.
Oh, yeah. And the crazy thing, all right, the Bills look really good.
They did. They do. They're another team I wouldn't want to see come January because they can look, their defense is playing better. Josh Allen, when he's moving around and he's making things happen with his speed and he's spreading the ball around, their offense is tough out, and they're running the football, Chris. They're giving Devin Singletary the ball.
Oh, yeah. Then also, well, I think the playoff picture is basically set because the Dolphins and the Raiders really needed Baltimore to lose that game on Monday.
That's a huge game next week.
Dude, you know how many people were pissed off on the betting front for that game?
But Baltimore, I think, they just punched their ticket to the playoffs. Because you look at that schedule, yes, Kornacki said it, and Kornacki made some damn good points. Yes, Steve Kornacki, man.
Kornacki.
He basically said, that like if Baltimore was going to win that game against Cleveland, it became near impossible for Miami or Vegas to catch them, because if you look who Baltimore has coming up, do you really see them losing any of them games?
Hey, what did I tell you though? There's no easy game in the National Football.
But here's the thing: even if the season ended today, Baltimore ain't in.
What?
Baltimore ain't in. It's Miami. It's Miami and Indy.
No. Indy is already in. Indy's already in. Like, it's basically Indy or Tennessee right now, and the thing, Tennessee has to flub like crazy for the Colts to win the South. Either or, Tennessee and Indy are in.
Yeah.
Then you have
right now. So here's what you got. All right. So here I'm on ESPN. I'm actually looking at the AFL or the AFC right now. Kansas City clinched. They're the first seed right now. Pitt 2. They're in. They clinched the North already, so they're in. Then it's Buffalo at 10-3. Right now they look like they got the East. So the fourth right now is either going to be Tennessee or Indy. So that's right there. And as of right now, that would get the 6th seed because Cleveland has the 5th. And due to, I guess, tiebreakers, Miami is the 7th seed and Baltimore's the 8th seed at 8-5.
Yeah, well, that's going to change
So
badly.
Baltimore has to win out, and Miami has to
lose one. Yeah.
All right. Let's look at the schedule here, and this is where Miami's fucked. All right, Miami has to play New England, who is still somehow fighting for a playoff spot.
So here's the thing. So you ready for this? Hold on, Chris. Can I read the other teams that are still viable before you even go through? Because you're gonna laugh at this shit. Vegas is still viable. New England still viable, and Denver is still viable.
Yeah, but anyway, here's where the Ravens have the inside track, because Miami has to play New England. Then Miami has to basically play a playoff eliminator against Vegas in Vegas.
Yep.
Then they have to play Buffalo in Buffalo, and there could be a shot right there where Buffalo could still be playing for a number 1 seed, should Kansas City flub.
Right.
And then you look at Baltimore. Baltimore plays Jacksonville this week.
Dude,
Then they play the Giants. Then they close against the Bungles.
in Cincinnati.
Doesn't matter. Brandon Allen, come on.
No, the Bengals, that's an easy, that's a win. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can see them fucking falling asleep and losing at one of those 2 games.
I could too.
They're not losing to Jacksonville. Are you kidding me?
Dude,
the
Giants could beat them.
The Giants could beat them. Because the Giants are a different team now because they're able to run the football and they have a defense that can keep Lamar in that pocket. Remember what I said?
If Daniel
Giants
Jones
are
is
a
healthy,
different team. The Giants are a different team. The Giants are a different team. Didn't they just get beat down against Arizona?
With a Daniel Jones that doesn't run, that didn't run. He had his legs. He had no legs.
Yeah, he looks terrible because when he's at his best, he's extending the pocket.
So you think So you think that Daniel Jones that couldn't run?
You want my hot take? You want my hot take? Colt McCoy should have been in there against Arizona.
And I think they would have had a better shot, Ronnie. I couldn't agree with you anymore.
I think Daniel Jones was the reason they lost that game. Because he could not run. He could not...
Okay. Oh, my God. All right. So,
what? You don't like that hot take?
No. It's funny that you're like, oh, well, Arizona, Daniel Jones couldn't get his legs. So you think he's got a shot in hell against the Baltimore defense?
If he comes back 100% healthy, he has a better shot than he did against Arizona.
Oh my God. That is funny. That is funny. I mean,
Hey,
it's
hey,
also funny you thinking that the Giants' defense is going to stop the Baltimore running game.
hey!
That's
There's a green
funny.
button. There's a green button sitting around. I'll throw money on that game.
Have fun with that.
Oh no, I'm saying against you. If you're that confident, I'll throw 10 spot down for that game.
On the Giants?
Yeah, Giants, you take Baltimore. If Daniel, I want to see how Daniel Jones plays.
God.
When we come back to it, we'll lay it out when that game comes around.
Oh my! That game. Oh my God! You gotta be kidding me!
Again,
the Giants. It's in Baltimore,
with no fucking fans.
so it's still in Baltimore.
It's not like it's a bus ride.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Dude, okay, so you want to hear the
Thinking
funniest
the
shit?
Giants are gonna beat Baltimore in Baltimore. That is funny.
So apparently Carolina is still viable to win to make the playoffs. How the fuck is that possible?
Oh God! Wow.
What?
Yeah, 4-9. The only team in the NFC that's actually eliminated, or like officially done, is Atlanta. Somehow Carolina has a chance to make a wild card. It's slim to none, but they have a chance apparently. Yeah, because the 7 seed's only 7-6.
They're 4-9.
They went out. I'm not, dude. I'm saying it's slim and none, but they're not technically eliminated.
And how the hell is Atlanta eliminated? Because they're also 4-9.
Because you know what? That's a great fucking question. Because I don't know. I don't know. Dude, are you on ESPN? Are you seeing this?
All right, but I'm looking right here at the damn thing right now. All right.
There's no
You
E
look
next
right
to Carolina.
here. You got Arizona. I mean, basically, it's going to come down to Arizona, Minnesota, or Chicago.
And Chicago still is sticking around. Somehow Chicago is still sticking around.
7-6, 6-7, 6-7. That's it right there. I mean, then you have Tampa, who's in, barring a complete meltdown.
I think the team that could be upset real quick is Seattle. Seattle's not been playing that good.
They're 9-4.
And dude, 5 of those wins have been by a field goal or less.
Yeah, they haven't looked dominant. You look at how they looked those first 6 or 7 games of the year. They're scoring 30. They're moving the ball up and down the field. But what was the problem? The defense. Now, the offense has been somewhat contained because teams are getting after Russell Wilson and they're containing him and they're keeping him in the pocket and they're mirroring him. But one thing I have to say about Seattle is their defense has been playing a little bit better as of late. I just have one problem. There's no way Jamal Adams should be the one guy on your defense that leads him in sacks.
Jamal Adams has had a terrible fucking year.
Yeah.
All right, here's Seattle's remaining schedule. They play the football team.
Right. Which I previewed today on the website.
Which
Yeah,
by the
they
way,
play the football team.
That's not
then
a guaranteed
they play the
win.
Rams. Then they play the 49ers. They're beating the 49ers.
Okay, but the Rams game is literally for the division.
Yeah, but the Rams are going to win the division.
I'm just saying, the Rams game is for the division, and dude, I would not sleep on Washington. Washington.
I'm not sleeping.
Washington,
But even all right.
Washington can
So
beat them.
they lose. All right. So if they lose all those games, they're 9-7. They're still in because Minnesota's 6-7. Chicago's 6-7.
And then has to
Arizona's
go
7-6.
And then would have to go 6 seeds, and then would have to play the Rams again.
Okay.
I'm just saying, dude, I could see Arizona being out.
I'm just saying Seattle's in.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, Seattle can fall out. No, they're not going to fall out. They're in.
Yeah, but at this point,
No, I'm saying is they're not
I think
they're not a team that I can guarantee. Like they're not a team that I would say this is a
Oh, I
dominant
said
team.
they're in the playoffs. I
Yeah.
didn't say they're
No,
going to
I'm saying-
I didn't say they're going to do good. They're probably going to back in.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm saying they're not. They look fucking rough.
who looks rough?
Seattle.
Yeah, they do. They do. They do. I mean, there's no denying it. But because right now, I really like the way the Rams have been looking. They're playing great football.
Seattle, all right, Seattle does look rough. The football team, I don't know how Alex Smith is right now because it could be Dwayne Haskins starting.
Right.
But that defense, but the thing is, I don't know if that defense has an answer for Russell Wilson.
Yeah, but hey, I'm ready to get these picks in. Y'all are.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm like I said, I think the Ravens have that locked up.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. And, yeah, that game next week, I mean, life is on the line between Miami and Las Vegas.
Yeah, well, Miami can't lose. Miami cannot lose. If they lose, they're done. Because Baltimore has such a cake schedule. Yes, I'm calling the Giants cake.
But that's the thing. I can see them sleeping on two. I can see them sleeping on Jacksonville. I can see them sleeping on fucking. I can see them sleeping on New York. They won't be sleeping on the
John Harbaugh college. Not a John Harbaugh team.
John
Harbaugh teams don't sleep.
The thing is too, as much as Jacksonville, that's going to be an interesting game because Jacksonville likes to keep shit in the first half very interesting. Then they just fall apart in the second because they're not that good. Like last week.
All right, let's do picks.
All right. Vegas versus Chargers. Vegas is a 3-point favorite. This is your Thursday nighter.
Vegas.
The Raiders.
The Raiders.
The Raiders for sure. They have to bounce back because they have not looked good in their last 3 games. They looked horrible in Atlanta. They just got by against the Jets, and last week they looked terrible against the Colts.
Don't bring up the Raiders and the Jets. Don't, please. Don't. I don't need to relive that because God forbid, fuck you. 0 fucking blitz, really? Play zone. I'd rather lose in zone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the Bills take on the Broncos on Saturday.
Yeah, in a game that nobody will be watching except for people in New York and Denver.
No, I don't even think that because 4:30. What college football game's on that day?
The ACC championship.
I'll watch the ACC title game.
That's what I said. Nobody's going to be watching except for people in Buffalo and Denver.
I don't even think then, because guess what? Even though we're going to say we're going to circle the wagons, yeah, the Irish Clemson game's a better game than this.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm taking Buffalo as well. Josh Allen is playing at a high level, and that defense is slowly but surely coming together at the right time.
Yep. And your night game, which, I wish they picked a better game to go up against the SEC title game. The Panthers.
Well, the Panthers will keep it ugly at least. The Panthers will keep it ugly at least, and so you'll have it ugly. So when Alabama is blowing out Florida, you can switch it.
The Panthers take on the Packers, and this is where the Panthers go night-night. Go, Pack, go.
Pack.
Yeah, Green Bay. Green Bay will keep it interesting in the first half, and then as soon as people flip over from Alabama, they'll turn it on.
Yeah. Good. I just called people out for not supporting a fucking channel on a support channel system, and everyone's like, "Oh, what's your Twitch?" I go, "So hopefully we'll get some viewers soon." The Eagles take on the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
I know Chris is going.
You know what? If you got me last week, I was so defeated. I was like, fuck it, Cardinals. I think the Eagles pull the upset.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I think
Jalen Hurts.
I'm actually with John here. I'm taking the Cardinals. I just think they have the more reliable weapons.
I think the Cardinals need this win, but
Yeah.
I think Philly is going to come out like a house on fire.
Nah, I like Arizona to set the tone, and I want to see what their defense does after that crazy performance against the Giants. I think it'll be close, but I definitely like Arizona.
Alrighty.
Yep. All right. Tampa Bay takes on the Falcons.
Falcons.
Ooh.
Give me Tampa Brady.
I'm gonna go Bucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Tampa as well. They're gonna have to. I mean, I wonder what they're gonna do with the running game now because Ronald Jones is on the COVID list. I think you guys saw. So lots of Leonard Fournette. I think Scotty Miller could have a big day at the office. I could even see Brady and Gronk having an old school Brady and Gronk like day on Sunday where they connect for like 2 touchdowns because Atlanta, their secondary is just horrible. I think Tampa Bay can win this game in a convincing fashion.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have the Niners versus the Cowboys.
Niners.
I mean, the Cowboys beat the Bungles, but that's the Bungles. Give me the Niners.
Man, this game can go either way because it's like you can't really trust either quarterback. Nick Mullins isn't all that great. He's been struggling as of late. And Andy Dalton, he looks good when he wants to, so it's almost like picking the lesser of two evils. But I think Dallas wins this one. You know, that San Fran, they're just so decimated by the injury bug. They play hard, but I think Dallas escapes with a win.
Oh, you're taking Dallas?
Taking Dallas.
I mean, the Cowboys somehow are still in the East for the least. But I feel they're nope. Go Niners. All right, the Lions take on the Titans.
The Tennessee Titans.
I'm going to take the Lions in that one.
I'm taking Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm taking Tennessee as well.
It's in Nashville.
In Nashville, and I think Derrick Henry has another big day at the office.
Watch out for A.J. Brown, man.
Closest thing I've seen to Anquan Bolden. He's a faster Anquan Bolden.
He's taller too.
Yeah, he's taller and he's a lot more quick.
He looks like DK Metcalf a little bit, but yeah.
And I saw somebody compare him to Julio. I'm like, nah, let's not go that far, player.
Not yet.
He's he's the closest thing I've seen. He's a bigger, stronger, and faster Anquan Bolden.
Texans take on the Colts.
Colts.
Hey, Houston's got nothing to play for, Indy. All right, next, the Patriots take on the Dolphins. Ooh. I think this is where the Patriots officially get eliminated. Give me Miami.
Miami.
This is where the Dolphins get eliminated. Give me New England. Belichick gives Tua fits.
You know what? I'm actually with Chris on this one because Belichick, he's going to go back to an old school game plan, Rodney. He's going to depend on that run. That defense is going to make life miserable for Tua, and they're going to do it with special teams. I think it's going to be a low-scoring, physical, defensive struggle. I like New England in this one. Give me Bill Belichick over the young quarterback any day of the week.
Okay. The Bears take on the Vikings.
The Bears.
Minnesota. Sorry, Trubisky. The Vikings have tape on you. That's all I gotta say.
Man, right, Ronnie. I feel just. I'm gonna let you go first, Ronnie.
See, I'm in a rock and a hard place because I got money on the Bears making the playoffs. I think the Bears need to win this, and after what they did against who did they have last week, Houston, they need to put up those kind of numbers again to even come close. But I think if the Bears don't have anything for Cook, Cousins is going to take the top off, and especially the fact that they almost got embarrassed by Jacksonville last week. Sorry, Minnesota.
I'm taking the Bears in this one because I think the Bears defense, they're going to sit on the line of scrimmage. They're going to take away Dalvin Cook. They're going to put this game in the hands of Kirk Cousins. Look, you got paid all that money to come and win football games. You're going to have to win this one with your arm. I think Trubisky slightly outduels Kirk, and it comes down to a field goal. I like the Bears.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm kind of trapped in between both places. I'm kind of going logically. I hope Chicago does win, but I think Minnesota's got them. Seattle takes on Washington. I think
Seattle.
Yeah, I'm going Seattle.
Man, I was stuck. I previewed this one on the site, by the way. You guys can go check it out. It's called DC or Nothing. I was stuck in between a rock and a hard place at the beginning of the week when I was making my schedule of things to preview, because you look at this matchup and Washington has the formula to get after Russell Wilson. Keep him in the pocket. They have the ends to contain him. They have the guys in the middle of the defensive line to push the pocket and keep him in the pocket and keep him in front of them, because that's all you got to do when you play Seattle. You just have to make sure you keep Russell, last name Wilson, in front of you, and you also have Ryan Kerrigan as well. But Seattle, they've turned the page defensively. They're looking better, a lot better than what we've seen in the first 8 or 9 games of the year, when there was just a cause for concern with everything. Jamal Adams getting exposed, not having a pass rusher. You have Carlos Dunlap. But here's where everything works in Seattle's favor. They have weapons. They have DK Metcalf. They have Tyler Lockett. They have David Moore. And my X factor for this game, Chris Carson. He really provides the balance to the Seattle offense. And Washington doesn't have enough offensively to keep up. I'm taking Seattle in a big win on the road.
It comes down to Russell.
Oh.
Why I say Russell Wilson? Because Washington doesn't have a quarterback they can really depend on. Seattle has probably one of the best quarterbacks in the game.
Well, here's the thing. As of right now, who's starting for Washington?
Doesn't matter if it's Smith or Haskins. Smith is hurt.
And
Haskins
is possibly
experienced.
Is it going to be Smith? I think Smith gives them the best chance to win. I think Seattle has better receivers, though, that will have Seattle beat Washington. But I think it comes down to who really starts. If right now it's still day-to-day for Smith, I'm still taking Seattle as of right now because I think they have better offensive weapons. But I think Smith has them to be the most ready.
I don't think that. All right, the best receiver on the field between Washington and Seattle is on Washington, and it's Terry McLaurin. I mean, I will put money on that. Everybody's DK, but a DK is nowhere near as reliable as Terry McLaurin. DK comes up with big, these big things, but these big catches. But at the same time, he also has a bunch that fall off his hands.
Because McLaurin can do it all. He can go short. You can get the ball to him on screen passes. He can go intermediate.
He can rack it up too.
Right. He's great with the ball in his hands, and that's the thing. all these guys that want to play wide receiver, they think, okay, look, we just make the catch and that's it. Nah, it's what you do when the ball is in your hands. That's what sets you apart.
Yeah, I mean, they have some up-and-coming running backs. I mean, Seattle has Carson. And Seattle also has Bo Scarborough.
Yeah, Seattle's the scary team when they have a running game going. Look at those years when they came out the NFC in back-to-back years. They had a consistent running game.
Yeah.
All right.
But it comes down to Russell Wilson, because
Yeah, that I agree with.
I trust him more than I trust Alex Smith right now, because especially if Alex Smith is hurt. Who knows? And then Dwayne Haskins doesn't have the experience. I probably don't think he has the confidence.
And I'll say this. If Alex Smith is going to play in this game and he's not 100%, if I'm Jaron Reed and I'm Carlos Dunlap and Bobby Wagner in that front seven, I'm making him run. I'm testing that leg. Every time I say something like that, everybody thinks I'm crazy. I'm like, no, this is the fundamentals of football. If a key guy on the opposing team isn't 100%, you want to expose that.
Yeah, Alex Smith is a pocket passer. He's not a runner anymore.
He's going to stay within his box.
Yeah. Yep. All right, let's knock these last ones out and get the hell out of here. Jacksonville takes on Baltimore.
Baltimore, and they punched to get to the playoffs.
Baltimore, and I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think Baltimore finishes this game with close to 300 yards rushing. Derrick Henry had 215 by himself. I can see 100 from Lamar, 100 from J.K., and maybe like 125 from Gus Edwards.
Yeah.
Baltimore, there's no way if they lose the next two games, they're out of the playoffs.
Huh?
I think you want a fun one on this. I will actually take Jacksonville versus first half. Baltimore wins outright, but I like Jacksonville keeping this close with the first half because they are a first half team somehow. Because they kept that game they did not go away at all in that first half against Tennessee, and then Tennessee busted it wide open. Speaking of getting busted wide open, the Jets take on the Rams.
Really?
I'm not even going to answer that. Move on. Next game.
Don't nobody care.
Yeah, I was going to say, there you go.
Rams.
Yep. All right, the Chiefs take on the Saints.
Chiefs.
Ooh, Kansas City. Taysom Hill cannot match up with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, what's the status on Drew Brees?
It's still Hill right now.
Wow, yeah, if it's Taysom Hill, it's definitely Kansas City. If Brees comes back, it's the Saints. I think the Saints could beat them, but right now I'm taking I'm definitely taking Kansas City at this moment. I might change it.
I'm saying right now, the spread's 3. I'm buying a half-point back, getting KC at -2.5. I like the Chiefs. Sunday Night Football. This game got flexed. The Browns take on the Giants.
The Browns, and it's going to be a boring Sunday night game.
Browns.
They should have flexed the Chiefs and the Saints. They probably couldn't.
Give me because that's CBS.
Yeah, CBS wasn't doing anything to lose that game. I definitely like Cleveland in this one. I think Cleveland has to bounce back. They'll come in with a chip on their shoulder, and I trust the Browns' weapons more than I do the Giants.
Give me the Browns. To me, this one all depends to see on how Daniel Jones looks. If he's running at his normal capacity, like if he's back to his normal way, this game is going to be a lot closer than it should be. If not, the Browns are going to be... This game's going to be Browns by 14.
The Giants can't stop the run. Browns run the ball great.
Hence why I said if Daniel Jones is back to 100% and normal, this game's a lot closer than it is. If not, it's Browns by 14.
I don't even. Daniel Jones could be perfect spring chicken. It doesn't matter. That defense can't stop the Browns' run game.
But the
At
Giants can score to keep it close. Jesus Christ.
No, they're not, because I think Myles Garrett is going to tap dance all over Daniel Jones' skull.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, as long as there's no racial epithet.
Yeah, Daniel Jones may be run. He may be able to run, but he can't outrun Myles Garrett.
Anyway, Monday Night Football. Speaking of a boring Monday night game, the Steelers take on the Bengals.
Talk about a get-right game.
Yeah, talk about a get-right game. I'm taking the Steelers. Nothing else needs to be said.
Yeah, Steelers. Steelers, and they're going to tap dance all over Brandon Allen's skull.
Yep, they surely are.
Yep. All right. With that being said, let's get on out of here. We just hit 3 hours, so let's get on out of here, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, that was our show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the people that have followed. If you like what you heard, please follow us more. Follow us on all of our social media status on Twitch, on Facebook, on Teesprings, at the Nerdport Network. Follow us individually.
And we post these things on YouTube.
Yes, at the Nerdport Network. Follow us individually on Twitter, at F and Ronnie.
At Trips NXC. And if you want to laugh, check out our review of A Karate Christmas Miracle.
To set yourself up for... Hopefully, to set us up for Monday, where we go to the sequel of The Ultimate Shit Bomb.
Yeah, Wrestling Christmas Miracle. Hopefully those two reviews will be up on YouTube soon.
Tomorrow.
All right.
I got nothing else, so go ahead, John.
And I'm the Zombie Master, and don't forget on Monday our guest Ryan Shaw, the Hooligan, will be returning. This time, he will not tap out. I've been given notice. He will not tap out this time.
That gift was hilarious. He's all like, oh, fuck it. I'm ready for a Wrestling Christmas Miracle. I'm like, you're going to regret that.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at DailyBlitz_61. Log on to the website, thedailyblitz.blog. Check everything out. Enter your email address, so anytime something is posted, you will get it to your mailbox. And like the Facebook fan page, facebook.com/thedailyblitz. And on the Facebook fan page and the Twitter page, at the top is my merchandise shop that's pinned. So if you want something, you want some merchandise with the logo on it, go ahead and go get you something. It's on cafepress.com.
There we are, and he's happy that he doesn't have to watch these shitty movies.
Oh, trust me, you would contemplate what you do for a living if you had to watch these shitty movies.
Yeah, this is where I'll gladly watch pigs pound each other.
I would love to have Christian watch a Wrestling Christmas Miracle and come on like, man, I just want to punch that kid in the fucking face.
He should watch it one night. He should watch this and come on with us Monday. We should have a big discussion on this. I'm putting the challenge out there to him.
No, the hell you not.
Do it.
I'm putting that out to a challenge to you. Watch the movie and join us on Monday.
What's a pig's favorite sex position? Got it. And it's bookmarked.
So I guess you're not up to the challenge, huh?
I mean, maybe I'll check it out and maybe I'll come on. So when would I have to watch it by?
Monday, 8:00, or for you it would be Monday. Right. If you came on if you come on at your normal time on Wednesdays, if you come out then, you'd be fine too, because.
Yeah, right. We're going to be talking about TLC before it.
Yeah,
anyway.
so
we're going to be doing TC. So he comes on, it'll be 9:00 us, 8:00 him.
All right, cool. All right.
Oh, right. Boy. You don't know what hell you signed up for.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the show, and join us back on Monday. Because, oh my God, hell is frozen over just like New Jersey, and it's 12.5 inches of snow.
Man, I'm gonna get a text from Christian and be like, motherfucker.
And with that being said, that was our show.
Yeah, somebody about to feel my wrath. I just don't know who.
Hey,
Oh.
you know what? All you could say is, no, thank you. I'll tap out of it. That's all you.
He'll turn on the movie in about first 20 minutes. He'll be like, done.
Yeah, that's why I have my pig porn right here bookmarked on my phone.
Oh God.
And with that being,
All right, that's it.
and with that being said, that is our show. The checks have cleared, and Bobby Bonilla is still getting paid. Good night, everybody.
Stay safe with the snow, man.
Wear your mask.